make. The market, there are millions, tens of millions of people like, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to buy a powerful PC to be able to run Unreal Engine, whatever. I'm just not gonna buy it. But if they did have games like Battlefront and Call of Duty and these other games on a lesser powerful system like a Nintendo, I'd buy it. Then people's argument, why would you buy an inferior version of it? Like, the only thing they're gonna be able to say is that you won't be able to get the graphical yada 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 and all this other stuff. But like when you look at Nintendo fans, like look at Breath of the Wild, right? I know friends who are not who are waiting for the patch update of the frames to be 60 frames before they get a Switch and Zelda Breath of the Wild because they don't want to play it. They didn't want to play it at 30 frames per second. But a fan like me, I didn't care about the technological thing. I bought Zelda because I love the game and the story and the gameplay. That's all that mattered to me. If there's a little glitch and a little hiccup, slow up, who cares? I grew up in an age when you were hoping for slowdown. When all these bullets entered the screen and you were hoping the computer couldn't process it or so it could slow it down so you could dodge the bullets. So we don't care. But we're in an age now where if you are off by one microframe compressor, you have guys who looking. Yo, that was 59 frames. I have a problem with this. What? You didn't see that? What? There was a 1 frame slowdown. It's 59 frames. I can't be playing these games, man. I spent $70 on that game. I want my constant 60 frames per second. This is the millennial age of that we live in.
Entitlement.
Okay, no.
It's not even entitlement. It's just being a brat. Like it's not that important. Like that's why I will never buy any of those games. Like okay, here's a prime example. When I'm gonna make a game comparable to Breath of the Wild. When Skyrim came out. Oh man, see that's why Nintendo's gonna never get a game like Skyrim because you can't blah 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 blah. I played Breath of the Wild and I played Skyrim. I played Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is not only a better game story wise, but a better game gameplay wise than Skyrim. And guess what? It's an underpowered game.
Skyrim is easily the weakest in the entire Elder Scrolls series.
No, but actually, none of the Elder Scrolls games beat Breath of the Wild, and all of their games, you can argue to say are more powerful than Breath of the Wild.
Triforth, that's your opinion, though. In my opinion, Skyrim's story is much better than Breath of the Wild. I thought Breath of the Wild story was pretty
games are glitch fest.
Right? It's just
honestly none of this we're talking about even matters. It all goes back to whether or not Nintendo fans give a shit about graphics, which we don't.
Okay, but listen, the Nintendo fans out there who only have a Nintendo console, they don't have a PC, Xbox, or PlayStation.
I have a PC. I'd still like it on the
but
Switch.
listen, let me finish. The Nintendo fans who only have the latest Nintendo console and nothing else, do they really care about first-person modern-day shooters enough to want to spend a whole $60 on it? No, they want to buy the new Super Mario game.
No,
that's what they care more about.
Stop that. No. Sahil, listen to what you just said, Sahil.
So you're kind of an idiot.
This is what you no name calling, please. No name calling. But Sahil, listen to what you just said. Really? You think that's all we want to do? We just want to play the new Super Mario Brothers?
No, that's one example. That's just one example of a game.
Sahil,
right? Because
as a Nintendo fan, right, and I'm a big Nintendo fan, I have played more games outside of Nintendo than Nintendo haters. That's a fact. I talk about games, people are like, what? What system was that on? And I'm like,
yeah, Legacy of Kain for one.
Yeah,
Triforce talks about Legacy of Kain all the time, and
I talk about that almost more than Zelda.
And he does. In fact, he talks about that when he's talking about Zelda's timeline.
Yes, that's true. Number two, when I look at Legacy of Kain and you make the comparison, I'm sorry, have you ever played Blood Omen and those and Soul Reaver? Graphically, those games are terrible in graphics, but those games are kind of ugly. The story was so god tier.
That game proves that you can sell a game solely on story.
Exactly, and that's the thing. That's what Nintendo fans are about, and that game's on PlayStation. And that's the whole point we're trying to make. Nintendo gamers are about the immersion, the fun, and the story of the game. We do not care about graphics. Graphics are the last criteria on the list. It doesn't matter to us. If they go Triforce, what if we want to add, let's say Nintendo came to us, Nintendo Zelda fans, this February, we're going to put in a side story. We're going to call it the War of the War of the Guardians DLC pack, the Fall of Link. But in order for us to get it to you in February, we're gonna have to drop the frame rate of the game back down to 60 frames so you can get it. I'm taking it. I'm taking that ASAP. I don't care. I'll take the 30 frames. Why? Because of story. I want to see how Link had to go through these guys. Like, who cares about the frame rate? You fix the frame rate later on. That's replay value. Oh, Guardians, the Fall of Link, Deluxe. Now
Wind
it's
Waker
60 frames.
HD.
Okay. Oh, it's in 60 frames now? Oh, good reason to replay it again. But like in 30 frames, I don't care. And most Nintendo fans don't care. That's why the video game industry is so saturated with garbage. They take a more focus on putting in the high-end power technology than the actual story of the game, the gameplay of the game, and the design of the game. They'll make those three fail with these as long as you have 60 frames per second with Unreal graphic engines. Then you play the game, you're like, oh, this game is godlike. But then after like 2 or 3 days, you're like, oh, well, game's in the trash. That's
okay,
why.
try for. Okay, so listen, I also value the gameplay the most. That's the most important thing for me too, right?
Okay.
But the thing, I think you're misrepresenting like a lot of people who play don't play necessarily.
Sahil, this is going to be messed up that I'm going to do, and I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but when you make statements like that, I have to interject. How old are you, Sahil?
I'm 18.
I am 40. I'm not telling you this because this is what I think. I've been in your age group and out of your age group. My man, the System Wars. Have you ever heard? Do you know what the System Wars is?
Yes, I understand the System Wars.
Okay. Then the System Wars is still going on in 2017.
Yeah, I know that.
But the System Wars started from the NES. 1985 to 2017. The System Wars isn't about video games. The System Wars is about GPU, CPU, ROM, RAM, and graphics. That's all. It's all about the technological aspect. This war has been going on for almost 30 years. So when you say you can't say that all people, no, I can. The whole industry is built on it.
Yeah, no, I know. I understand that the industry uses graphics and specs to sell their consoles. All I'm saying though is that there's.
My man, it's
hey,
not just
Triforce, do you remember the commercial for the Atari Jaguar where it was like, I've got 64 bits?
Okay, yes, no, the bit thing was just because people didn't understand what the bit was. They didn't even
Paul, but
Sahil, the point he's trying to make is whether it's bits then, megabytes now, or all this other stuff, it doesn't make a difference which one it is. The point is they still do that now. Well, we had to talk about bits, now we're talking about frame rate. 60 frames. And soon the new argument's going to be 4K resolution, 8K resolution, 16K resolution, 24K, 32, and then we're all back to the same bit stuff.
All right, try first. Listen, I'm
literally
not disagreeing with you. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
Okay.
Just what I'm trying to say is that from your previous statements, it felt like to me that you were kind of insinuating in a way that people who focus more on Xbox and PC games, and while there are some who do this, there are a lot of people who don't care. Like, they care about the graphics, but there's a lot of great games on the PS4 and Xbox One.
No one said there wasn't, though. Nowhere did I ever say there aren't great games on the PlayStation and the Xbox. I just told you, I'm a Nintendo fan, and I've played more games outside of Nintendo than Nintendo haters. I am well aware of the God tier games on the other systems. But the statement to sit there and say, well, while there are a few, no, that's not true. It isn't a few. It is a lot. It is a majority of the Sony and the Microsoft fans who only play literally for the graphics. That's the culture of today. That's been the culture for the last 30 years. This
That's
all
what they're pushing for the systems. That's the main thing they push on the new
Exactly. They've been sold this nonsense since the commercial. Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Blast processing. What? Blast processing? What the hell is that?
Yeah. Think about the Xbox Scorpio. One of their fucking highlights was, we've got Minecraft with shaders. And I'm just like,
what?
I don't
keep in mind, Nintendo is guilty of this too with the Super FX chip.
Oh, no, you're right. You are 100. Whoa. No, he's right. Hold on. That was a rebuttal from Nintendo to Sony's, no, to Sega's foolish blast processing nonsense, and Nintendo got into the stupid graphical power system wars with Sega, and then Nintendo realized, wait a minute, what are we doing? We don't need to engage in this stupid little war. And when the 64 came out, they was like, look, we got Mario Kart, we got Zelda, we got Mario 64, we got Smash Brothers, we got
Cool, right?
Golden Eye, we got what's the wrestling game? No Mercy. We
Oh
got
my
all
God,
these
GoldenEye, yes.
games, right? We got Jet Force Gemini. We got
Wait.
Star
Oh my
Fox
God, I love Jet Force
64.
Gemini.
We got these Diddy Kong Racing. We got these God Body games. This little graphic nonsense is irrelevant.
Jet
Nintendo
Force Gemini is literally Halo from before Halo existed.
Nintendo blew past their age with pure gameplay and games. And then when Nintendo found out that they could fight against a powerful consumer electronic billion-dollar giant as Sony solely off of the name and the story and the gameplay of their games, Nintendo never looked back to the graphical nonsense. When they went to the GameCube, they just put out the hits. When they went to the Wii, I don't know where the hits went.
Whoa, try. I got to say something on that. Okay.
All right.
From the Wii onward, yes, that is when Nintendo took a back seat in terms of power, but the GameCube was the strongest console of its generation compared to the other two. The only reason
Oh wait,
The
why?
Xbox was
the
definitely
only
more
the
powerful.
did
Why?
not get a lot of third-party support is because Nintendo was paranoid of piracy and had to make their own stupid mini proprietary discs, which limited third-party support. But it was the strongest of the three systems.
Okay,
The
time out.
Wii U, wait, let me just finish this. The
Hmm?
Wii U uses the same processor that the GameCube does. It's just very overclocked.
Now,
right?
pause
The
right there. But
GameCube was the powerful.
Sayo, pause for a second. All right. The GameCube came out before or after the PS2?
I don't know. I just know that first generation.
It came out after the PS2.
Okay.
So any system that comes out after any other system will always be more powerful. That's just
But how many years after though? Like if it's
Two?
like a year.
Two. Yes, PlayStation came out in 1998 or 1999, and it was like 2000, 2001 for the GameCube.
All right. When did the PS3 come out?
PS3 came out then, I think
2006.
Yeah, 2006.
Yeah,
PlayStation.
2006.
Wow, PlayStation 2 ran.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's
it was
one of the
longest
best-selling
running
systems of all time. PlayStation 2.
It ran. So that's why
It was a brick.
they didn't.
Solid.
They did. Yeah, PlayStation 2 was the marathon. There's only two systems in history that ran that length: PlayStation 2 and the NES.
Nintendo.
What about the Game Boy? The original Game Boy.
That's handheld. And
Okay.
the Game Boy just outruns everyone. Game Boy came out in
Still running
1990 and ran all the way to Game Boy.
Technically speaking,
it almost ran
technically
decades.
speaking, Triforce. The NES is actually the longest running.
If you count
console
the
with-
mini,
No,
I know.
No, because games were just a developer just released a new NES game like last year, and it
that's
was actually well received.
He's being a scumbag. That doesn't count.
No, it was actually well received. And it got quite a few sales.
Yes,
so
but
that
he's
technically counts.
being a scumbag. That was being a scumbag. He could have released that on a handheld. He could have made that a virtual console. He just wanted to be a prick. That's what that was about. So I'm keeping it real with you. He's just being a prick for no reason. But the point I'm trying to make is this: is that the people who buy these games, right? The people who buy, like Nintendo fans, we don't look at a game like Mario Rabbids.
Wabbits.
Wabbits.
Whatever.
I told you it was Wabbit.
Right?
It's like the Looney Tunes.
Right? Whatever the
Yeah.
Now, you look at that game, and when that game was first debuted, when that game was first showed at the Monday of E3, everyone was like, oh, what type of game was this? I saw because see, I wasn't looking at the graphics. I was looking at the gameplay. I'm like, this game is going to be God tier. Everyone was like, you sure, Triforce? And in my mind, the first thing I was thinking, what are y'all looking at? And this is what I've noticed. When people see a game, they don't look for the gameplay. They look for the graphics. It's the first thing. You know what they're like? I always make this analogy. Sony is like Sony is like the hot chick in your school. She got the big double D's. When she does her twerking, both cheeks have individual bubbles that jump up and everything and whatnot.
Oh, golly.
You know she's ridiculous in bed and the whole 9 yards. And her look, she got the nice long hair. Everything about her appealing in looks is there. And no one asks this chick if she knows how to wash her ass, wash her clothes, if she knows how to cook, is she a decent person, can she have a conversation, how intelligent. No one cares.
I would say that's more Microsoft than Sony, personally.
That's both of them. They're both in the category. But
I think Sony's a little bit better.
Nintendo is that little cute girl in the corner with the glasses who's very well reserved, keeps to herself. She wears decent clothes. You really can't tell what's underneath all of that shit and whatever. And you're like, she's a nice little quiet, reserved girl. And when you take her home, she cooks you a nice meal and she sits down and she cuddles with you and you watch a movie and stuff like that. And you're like, yo, I like this girl. And then she turns off the light and then she takes off her clothes. And you get hit with the double D's and she's riding you like, whoa, what is going on here? And in the morning, you're sitting there and you turn around, you look at her and she's fast asleep and you're like, what just happened to me? like, what did I just experience? And she just blew your mind. That's Nintendo. As vulgar as that was. And that's why I like Nintendo. You can marry that. Real rap. You can marry that. Dudes want to bring a PlayStation and an Xbox home to their moms. Nah, I'm going to bring a Nintendo home to my moms. You crazy. Be bringing these hoes in the house, B. Come on, man. That's what that is. And people go, oh, see, Trifles is dissing Sony. I'm keeping it a buck, B. That's how it's always been with Sony and Microsoft. Let's keep it 100 million. Like, I'm not saying they don't have no good games. They're good. They can cook up a nice bologna sandwich with cheese, hook it up with some lettuce and tomato. But when I need me some fish, potatoes, lettuce, avocado with some ackee and saltfish, you go to Nintendo. You get that nice, decent plate of food. You come home, she you eat right, B. Come on, man. Come on, son.
This is getting a little bit too aggressive.
Let me try first. Do you at least agree that there were a lot of PlayStation and Xbox games that were better than some Nintendo games?
There's 1,000 Xbox and PlayStation games that's better than a lot of Nintendo games. That's not an opinion. There's a lot of games. Keep in mind, what keeps Nintendo afloat is Nintendo.
Yes.
No third party making them god tier games for no Nintendo. Probably 1 or 2 AAAs per system life cycle. Come on, man. Third party's a bunch of bums on Nintendo. They a bunch of bums. I've been calling third party bums on Nintendo since the 64. They straight bums. Draga. Trash. Third party is trash when it comes to Nintendo.
To be fair, though, in the 64, Rare was not a bum. Rare busted out some serious
I said
shit.
since the 64. That's what I said. Outside of once you left the 64, third parties just been trash. And they're exclusive. Well, it's kind of hard to compete with Nintendo's AAA games. Sound like a bunch of messes to me. So that sounds like.
You can't compete with Nintendo's AAA games, then you can't compete with any games, period.
If you're too scared to compete with Nintendo's AAA games, get out of the industry. Get out of the industry. Real rap. Use a pump.
Look at the game like Hyper Light. There's a game, Hyper Light Drifter, right? Its main character is so well known and regarded in the indie industry now. Like, you've got him like making appearances in so many different games now. Same with Shovel Knight.
Listen to the statement in YouTube from Blood the Wolf. Nintendo sucks. Their gameplay is trash. Their graphics are trash. No, I'm actually.
It's a troll. Don't get baited.
No. I want to show the troll the hypocrisy in his statements. Nintendo sucks. Their gameplay is trash. Their graphics are actually okay, and you're being a biased prick. But you just said Nintendo sucks and the gameplay is trash. So doesn't that mean you're a biased prick? Like, you see what I'm talking about? You see the stupidity here? My brain hurts now.
Where are you reading this?
This is on YouTube in the chat room.
Wait, we're live right now?
Yes, we're live.
Oh, I didn't know we were live this whole time.
We've been live the whole time. So,
shit.
Hi, internet. Welcome to Anger with
I'm actually
EMP.
extremely happy that we're live right now. The whole time I'm
Welcome
thinking,
to
man, why are we
Anger
recording
Management Group with Triforce.
Welcome to Nintendo's not the salty one this time.
I have every system except for the Xbox One and the PS4, up known now, and that's because I'm poor. Eventually, when EMP gets its act together and whatever 2018, I'll go back and start collecting all the old stuff and start playing all these games and stuff like that. Whatever. I have all of those systems. I played Sony games, Saturn games, Dreamcast games. I played all of these things already, and there's a lot of godlike games on it. So no one can sit here and say, "Oh, Triforce, you being biased." Listen, I played all of those games. All of them. I have a Vectrex and an Intellivision, an Atari, a Nintendo, a 64, a Super Nintendo, a Genesis, a Master System. No one can talk to me about anything. I played all of these things. I'm a qualified OG Hall of Famer in these games, B. No one can question me. I know what I'm talking about.
Yo, check it out though. Cumulative brought up a good point. Nintendo haters are hypocrites. Look, in my mind, there really is no such thing as a Nintendo hater, because every time I'm around people who say they don't like Nintendo stuff and I bust out the games, they want to get on.
Yeah.
Without fail, they want to at least give it a try, because they see everybody having fun and they sitting over there, ain't no PlayStations hooked up, ain't no Xboxes hooked up.
They don't want to play Nintendo games because this is a Sony thing. It's a Sony cultural thing. When video games was around back in the 80s and the 90s, it was uncool to play video games. You look like an idiot, a dweeb. That means you get no buns, no cheeks, nothing. You get no skirts. No girls want to be around no lanes playing no video games, no nothing. And that's because boys, because they weren't men, they're boys, their insecurity was mad low, and I have to impress the girls, so a girl come over, they're gonna hide their NES. I ain't hiding nothing. Chick come over, you play video games? Yeah. And like, what? Who you? You's nobody. Real rap. Like, you's a nobody. I don't care. I play games. Do we have a problem? Like, there is the door. You can hit the bricks. I don't care. So
every time Smash cuts back to Triforce, he has a different piece of Nintendo gear on.
So, like, I'll tell a chick that off top, real quick. Like,
Here's the thing.
Wait, let me finish.
I want to point out just how much how well received the Switch is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is a vidoc about Destiny 2 being developed. If you look in the background, you can see one of the developers for fucking Destiny 2 has a Switch on his desk.
Yeah, well,
that's a guy who's making
first of all,
game for PlayStation.
Most of the developers of these video game companies, all in the industry, all have Nintendo systems. They all admit it every year. Oh yeah, I have a Nintendo. So funny. This whole system war died a long time ago when Sony and Microsoft was like, yes, we do play Nintendo games. This war is perpetuated by the dumbass gamers. The suits do not argue. They have each other's systems. They play games. They like them. They stopped the system war argument. It's the players are the idiots who still arguing over this crap. And then when you look at the argument, okay, you want to have a system wars? Then let's argue about gameplay, immersion, innovation, and all that other stuff. No, they argue about 4K resolution, 60 frames per second, GPU clocking, and all of this other nonsense. They be talking to me, and I be looking at them, and I'm like, I'm a nerd, but this guy sounds like a real Poindexter. Like, yeah, but Triforce, the processing, the graphics, they sound like the teacher from Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. And I'm just waiting for them to say something about the game so I can get back to it.
Stats are a macho thing. Stats are a macho thing.
What?
So if you're stats are a macho thing, and this is what I was trying to say earlier when I was trying to weigh in on the conversation when it first got started. But I'll just make a short comment here. As somebody who is 100% on the side of the PC master race, I'm gonna tell you right now. The only reason I spent about close to $1,000 on my PC was because I'm heavily invested in it. I have over 50 games on this thing that I play every single day. But
no,
Nintendo,
but that's the purpose of you buying a PC.
Exactly. But see, here's the thing. I'm a retro gamer, so the majority of those games are retro games. I only play a handful of modern day games: Soul Calibur, Darksiders. It's a very small list, but Nintendo's where I go to for those really fun, innovative games, because my mom brought me up on Nintendo. And you don't get it from these other guys because they're too busy making these beefy Macho Man games that only 13-year-olds cry about and play online. Like, you like, come on, like, what the fuck?
That is my issue. I can't deal with it. Like, to me, I can't rock out with those. Listen, if you're a Sony fan, B, more power to you, B. If you're a Microsoft fan, man, more power to you. I got no problems with people wanting to be that, but don't come to me with the foolishness. Yo, Triforce, why are you still playing a Nintendo game? Yo, who you talking to, B? Like, you cannot be speaking to me, B. You talking to the wrong dude. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. Dude, play your games that you like. I'll even play some of them games with you. Like, or for instance, there hasn't been a Contra on Nintendo since whenever. I had to go over to Gears of War. Keep that 100. And Nintendo don't got nothing like Gears of War. Nothing is on Nintendo like Gears of War. And the Gears of War is a godlike game. Stories.
Till Splatoon 2.
Well, nah, you can't make the comparison because
no, Nintendo don't get in like Gears of War.
No,
that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite games.
Gears of War is the true successor to the Contra legacy. It's
Gears of War.
Contra.
To be fair though, Gears of War 3 is kind of terrible.
Nah, well, you can make complaints about the gameplay or some place or the mechanics or whatever, but the story. When Gears of War 1 first dropped. Let's keep this 100 billion. That game was godlike.
That game was very gray.
I don't care about the color palette. I never cared about it.
Nothing looked like that shit.
I didn't even. My man, the fact that Dom bust into the room and said, "Get dressed, Marcus," and you had the guns and everything. You get to clip up and dude started coming in the hallway and you taking cover, and you're like, "Dom, get the grenade!" And it was like, I was like, "Why does this?"
What the fuck?
I was like, "Why does this game?" Yes, exactly. Just like what you just said. I was like, "Why does this game feel more like I'm on the beach of Normandy than any of the Call of Duty games that ever tried?"
You want to know how immersive that game is? You want to know how immersive that game is? When the first game came out, I was extremely skeptical whether or not I was going to play because Halo had pretty much gone away at that point. I played PvP and I ran up on a dude. I ran through their whole team. I ran to this dude. He was in the back. I ran past his whole team. They were shooting at me. I didn't take a scratch. And I chainsawed this man. I put the chainsaw on his shoulder and just carved him up like a Christmas goose. And I felt the level of satisfaction I never felt playing a game before. It was so immersive, and so I decided to get into it. And I played the game all the way through. And that, dude, there ain't nothing touching Gears of War.
No, story wise too. The emotion.
Yes, and the story was got. I found out that the story was got after I got immersed in it. But it was after I chainsawed a man to death, chopped him to pieces in front of his boys.
And then when you play the game and you find out when you play Gears 3, Dom dies, you was invested in Dom for 2.5 games. That man broke you out of prison.
Or when you find out that his wife is actually basically the equivalent to the Gears of War version of a Holocaust Jew at the end of number 2.
Exactly. That's what all of them things, and you sit there and you're like, this is crazy. Like when you're under fire and they're surrounding you, it's you and your 4 teams, and Marcus is screaming, "Dom, cover!" And he's like, "I got you," and the snipers come up and you bust off it. Yo, come on, that game was ridiculous, especially when you got so good with the sniper gun and your mans and your peoples is them getting pinned down and you gotta break them. Gears of War, people do not understand. And see, to me, the game wasn't godlike because of the graphics. The graphics was the cherry on the top. The game was
okay. The story was completely ruined by Gears of War because they copped out bullshit. They couldn't think of a good enemy, so they're just like, "Oh yeah, the Locusts are back because fuck you."
Well, that's people can argue that, but the gameplay, it's the gameplay.
I didn't find the game that
rush,
honestly.
Yes, Blood Wolf, I read your comments, man. I read your comments. I said, let it rock. So it's all good. We all good here. So anyway, Sahil, the point I'm trying to say is this: is that Nintendo fans don't care about graphics. We don't. So if they want to bring Call of Duty World War II Edition, they want to bring Destiny and all these other games over to the Nintendo Switch.
Okay, well, Destiny, literally, that is one game where the Switch could not handle that game. It's just too large.
If it can't handle it, then it can't handle it. Then we go. It can't handle it. So
it also can't handle Battlefield because Battlefield has 64 players in multiplayer matches.
No. I didn't say Battlefield. I said Battlefront. It's different.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
Battlefront still has like 30 players in one match.
All right,
No,
it
has like
doesn't. It's not
has like
that
20 or
important,
something.
guys. It is not that important. Whatever the system cannot have handled technologically is understandable. It just can't handle it. You want to play it? Buy a more powerful system. That's how it is, and we okay with that. We don't have a problem about that. We be like, all right, we can understand. All right, we'll rock it. That's what it is.
Well, like literally, the reason I bought my PlayStation 4 was only for Destiny and Battlefront. That's the only reason.
That's fine.
Otherwise, I just don't care.
There's a lot of people who just buy a Nintendo system for Zelda or Mario. So I can completely understand. The problem here is that there's this narrative that you should be buying these games because some level of loyalty to brand integrity. Like every time an E3 comes up, dudes be flocking to E3 like it's the Super Bowl. Like everyone wants to see what the newest games I come out with, and
Better than the Super Bowl too.
and one of the big companies is gonna win a diamond cased controller trophy as the winner. Like, no, it's business as usual, people. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, just buy what you like and play what you like. Like, come on, man. Like, real talk. All right, Triforce gonna end it with this, with all the graphics, with all the power any of these systems have. None of these systems will ever, with any of their games, will ever have the infinite replay value and reach of Tetris. And it's just blocks.
That's what it all comes back to, Tetris.
You know, Sonic Mania has actually made me want to play Puyo again.
But it's just blocks. It's literally just blocks. And that just goes to show you that a game like Tetris can outsell and outbeat so many different games with all these power because they don't have any gameplay. Tetris is infinite. Someone says, Triforce, you stuck on an island for the next 60 years of your life. Which game you taking? It's not Zelda and Mario, I'll tell you that much. It's Tetris.
It's so funny that like America and Japan pride themselves on being like the video game specialists or whatever, but the Tetris, which was made by Russia, is one of the most it's most like forever games you can possibly play. Like there's no getting old with that.
The first game my first child from my wife that she breeds for me, his or her first game is Tetris. Out of the womb. Off top. ASAP. I'm letting you know right now. 0 years old. Tetris.
Triforce, why do you have to use the word breed so much?
Because that's what we say down here in Jamaica. You breed your girls. That's what you do. You breed them.
It just sounds like
savage,
right? I understand what it means, obviously, right? But it just like it sounds better just at like birth or
animals breed.
I know.
And humans are animals, so we breed too.
I know. I'm not denying that. It's just in that context, it just sounds strange.
Girls down here say, "Come breed me." That's what they say.
Oh my god!
But it's a lot easier to say than conceive a child with me.
Yes, yeah.
Come stick your wiener in my pee hole.
And impregnate me. No, they said
one word sums up the entire thing.
Anyway, 33 minutes ago, we were supposed to start our secondary part of the stream.
This is the secondary part.
What's your nomination? What's your nomination for the International Video Game Hall of Fame class of 2017? But we have to have a little breakdown.
Tetris.
Yes, about Tetris and all this other stuff. So
no, Tetris is my nomination.
That's your nomination. Oh, we're going. Yeah. So okay, let me get this for you guys. So we're gonna do all three, right? We're gonna do all three. The first one we're gonna start with is let's go for industry professionals, right? And this is me helping you guys with your stuff. So I'm gonna put this. All right, guys, look, bam, it's in the room. YouTubers. Here it is, right? Everyone click on that. Click on that link. We're going to do this interactive together. And I want to say, hey, Cody, what's going on? Cody, Blood, James, Kisan, Q, and the rest of the guys that's in this room. Thank you guys for great minds. Thank you all for joining in, man. King Joker and the rest of you guys. Cooler. It's a bunch of you guys in there. All right, so we all doing this nomination for the International Video Game Hall of Fame. Stuff like that. Hold on for a second, guys.
Your Discord fucking up.
Let me get this fan in here on me because our brother is roasting right now. Woo! Oh my goodness.
I prefer when my brothers are fried.
Let me know if you guys can hear. Let me know if you guys can hear the fan or whatnot. Oh, that's better. Oh, let me see how I look
I
on
was
this.
expecting Hans to chime in on that one, but I guess not.
Okay, so here we go.
Got my mic muted.
Complex Head said this needs to be on Kotaku. So all right, so here we go. So let me get to the page where we on with the nominations, right? Oh, so we already did. Bam! All right, so here are the nominations, ladies and gentlemen. So when you go to this page, this is a nomination for Industry Professionals and Community Award. The nominations for this upcoming 2017 International Video Game Hall of Fame. Names will be compiled from a larger list. Oh, we already read that before, but I'm just going to read it for you guys all over again. Compiled from a larger list by the selection committee before it's given into a voting group to determine the inductees. If more names than the number are allowed are submitted, we will only select the appropriate first numbers for of names from the determined inductees. Honey, can you do me a favor? Can you go in the freezers and just grab that cold ice water for me, please? I'm just frying over here. This is killing me right now. So the community professional awards, and if you want to, you can turn off the light now. The community award professionals can is like convey sportsmanships in the community, made significant contributions to the community and industry, strong considerations given based on the. Wait a minute, they forgot to fix that. Oops. Oh well. So everyone, you have to put your email and then you put your name, right? So here's the first question. Which two game designers do you nominate for induction? Please list two. So give me some names, guys.
Cumulative.
Cumulative?
It's Q from our Discord.
No, why are you saying? I know he's talking about Q.
He's a game designer.
Oh, he is. Dark Souls. Game designers. What's their name? It's not the game. He's asking for the name.
You dinkus.
Wait, do I click on link one? Like there are 3 nomination forms. I go on nomination form number
Okay,
1.
what year is this for, Triforce?
No, any year. Just click this link.
Bungie.
Oh, just click this link. The link I put the link back inside the room again. Click that link. It'll take you to the professional and community awards.
Oh, well then Bungie, because I mean they've already got Halo in there. Why not put them in there too?
Okay.
Because I mean, literally Bungie, they've made one of the best game series of all time.
You said you need the name, right?
Yeah, it need a name like what's the name of this guy? Miyamoto. That's a designer. See what I'm saying? So you have Miyamoto.
So this is who is this exactly for? The designer or the developer?
Designer, not the developer. Miyamoto, just to let you know, Miyamoto is already in the Hall of Fame, the International Video Game Hall of Fame. So you don't have to select him.
You can go again.
I would say Jared Castle.
Who's Jared Castle?
I would say Yuji Naka.
He's the guy who. Wait, do you know what I'm talking about, Trevor?
Yuji Naka, the creator of Sonic. What the hell?
Well, this guy created Sonic. This guy designed Sonic Mania.
See, I'm going with the OG though, who started.
Chris White.
I mean, I can respect that too. But Sonic Mania is the game that brings it back to form.
Jason Jones.
Who that?
Jason Jones is the head designer and programmer for all of the Halo original 3 trilogy.
Oh, Complex Boxhead says Kenji Inafuna, the father of Mega Man.
Yeah, that's actually pretty godlike.
Yo, I respect your selection, Complex. I'm copying it. I'm copying that. We in there.
Wait, Triforce question. Does this have to be one specific person, or it could be a game development company also?
No, it says which game designer do you nominate for induction? Please list.
Yeah, but I know, but then the description is like
individuals, companies, or organizations. So yeah, that answers your question right there.
Okay.
I'm going with Yuji Naka
Hideo Kojima.
and Kiji, huh? Hideo
Kojima.
Kojima's in the Hall of Fame already.
Oh, okay, because yeah, he made Metal Gear, so.
He's in the International Video Game Hall of Fame already. So let me select some. Let me tell you guys something. So let's go over. I'm gonna go over 2010. Let me get this out of the way for you guys. Let me tell you who got nominated. So Shigeru Miyamoto, creator of Donkey Kong, went in the first year, 2010, right? Masaya Nakamura, the founder of Namco, he already went in, right? Steven Ritchie, he's a game designer. He went in already as well. So I think
They
that's
listed him as the creator of Donkey Kong instead of Mario. Really?
yes. Ike Hall, no, not Ike Hall. Ted Hates Xbox design team. He went in the year 2010. Nolan Bushnell, founder of Atari, he and Chuck E. Cheese, he went in as well. Seamus Blackley, Xbox design team, he went in. Otto Burkess, Xbox design team, he went in. Ralph Baer, father of video games, he went in. Kevin Buckus, Xbox design team, he went in. So those are all the designers and luminary figures that went in the class of 2010. Let's take a look at 2015. In 2015, Gary Stern, game designer and producer. I think that's Stern for Stern Pinball and stuff like that. That's OG as it gets. So he went in. Eugene Jarvis, game designer. He definitely went in. Let me see something here. Yeah, that's about it for 2010. 2016, which is my class, which is this November, has Minecraft got current era game. Minecraft won current era game. World of Warcraft won 2000s era game, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past won the 90s era game. Super Mario Brothers won the golden era game. Steve Wozniak, he's the Lifetime Achievement Award. Esports Community Action Award, Golden Age Gamer.
Oh,
Yeah, 2016.
Kojima's being inducted alongside you.
Yeah, Kojima goes in this year with me.
Too bad Iwata's dead.
No, industry leader for Awada, so that's respectful that Awada is getting respected for his time. So yeah, so all right, so those are the people who went in. So now, like I said, I'm picking Yuji Naka and I'm picking Kenji. Let me see what you two guys have to say. So has anyone nominated David Solini yet? Because GD, everybody talking about his game these days. Christian Whitehead, yo Toonie, who's Christian Whitehead? Wasn't Ifuna just an art director?
Christian Triforce, Christian Whitehead was pretty much the reason Sonic Mania became a thing.
Oh, E.G. Anuma. Oh man, somebody's got to go.
That's why I said Jared Kessel, because he was the designer.
It's either
I say
Sonic
Neil Druckmann.
or Mega Man. Somebody's gotta go. My boy Anuma is gotta get on this list, B. I'm not playing no games. Who's
I say
going?
Neil Druckmann.
Is
Guy
it
who did The Last of Us and the Uncharted games.
alright? Yuji Naka, you can stay. I'm sorry, Mega Man. Perhaps next year. My man EG gotta go. EG gotta get in there, B. Just come on. We gotta just keep this real right here. Alright, so no, a developer. No, this is game designer. Designer, guys. We're talking about designers. Yeah, not a developer, designers. A really good game designer is Hataka Miyazaki. Who's that?
That's a creator of Dark Souls.
Oh.
That's who I'm putting on.
Oh,
That's
Q
one of
said
mine.
kick out. Yo. Right, Ian?
What about the Stamper Brothers?
The Stamper Brothers? Who that?
They created Rare.
Ooh, but they're not designers. They're producers or executives.
No, they also designed some of helped program some of the games.
Developers. A designer doesn't program anything. A designer just creates the design of the game, and then they give it to the programmers, and they bring that design to life.
Oh well, one of them was the designer. The other one,
But
his
okay.
daughter.
But hold on, we can still put them in.
The dude who does Final Fantasy.
Who? Final Fantasy.
Alright, Triforce, just so you know, who I'm putting in for the first one is so the creator of Dark Souls and then Blizzard Entertainment.
Okay.
Blizzard Entertainment's not a person though.
Yeah.
It can be a company.
It can be it could be a company. As long as it's a designer. It could be a company, an individual, or organization. Anyone who wants to help, anyone who's interested in being a part of this nomination form for 2017 International Video Game Hall of Fame, I put the link inside the chat on in Discord and YouTube. You can click it and you can sign up and you can start nominating yourself. But a lot of Smash people dislike Sakurai for making Smash into a party game. I'm not even going to get into that, B. All right, let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next statement. The next one right here. All right. Good night, Blood. Next one. Which industry leader do you nominate for inducting? Industry leader. So this award is honoring individuals, companies, or organizations who have inspired the growth, vitality, and prosperity of the global electronic gaming community industry through their business and wisdom and creative vision.
Alright.
Hmm.
Triforce.
Who's it?
That
In,
Triforce guy, it should
I
not
was gonna
belong in
ask
that
you,
one.
what do you think about putting Rick Fox on that?
too early. Just
Too
got here.
early?
Yeah.
I know he just got here, but he did like kind of show like he did set a large precedent
No, he
that
didn't.
like
You're gonna put Rick Fox over Mike Sepso and Sundance Di Giovanni, the creators of MLG? Sure, you're gonna do that.
Let's put Triforce. Let's put on there. One of them should definitely be EMP. Honestly,
Nah, and no one from we're not at that level. Yes, a lot of our contributions to the industry is covert and behind the scenes, and it's not anything major groundbreaking. So we have to humble ourselves here. We're not at that level yet. We gonna get there. Don't worry, Nintendo. We'll get there. We get there. We see. We already got one of us in the Hall of Fame. Actually, I'm the second. Todd Rogers was the first. We already got two of us in there, little by little.
well, I mean, if you consider Walter Day to be like an unofficial member, then you've technically got 3.
Nah, Walter's beyond EMP. Walter's the elder god himself. So like, you know,
is the god of the elder gods.
yeah, he's the god of the What he just
Walter
said.
is Thanos.
Actually,
Actually,
nah,
it's like anytime Triforce hears Thanos, he just gets really
because
excited.
Thanos is destructive. So if Thanos would be, and see, I don't even want to give it to this guy because I don't like him. Although I like Thanos, so I can't even give it to him. If anything, I'm Thanos. I'll just put it like that. I'm Thanos. But industry leaders, do you nominate for inducting? So industry leaders, people who have, I would have to say Sundance, Di Giovanni. Okay, Sundance. We can name 2. Sundance Di Giovanni. Who else? Okay, who created World Cyber Games? Oh, nope. Tom and Tony Cannon. I'm giving it to those guys because they're the ones who created Evo. Real rap. Real spit. Sundance Di Giovanni of MLG and Tom and Tony Cannon of Evolution. That's my selection. Who did you guys pick? So let me see. I'm looking at YouTube. All right. Bleach nominating self seems like a tacky move. Oh. Black Soap. What? Okay. Someone said Black Soap. So I don't understand. Competitive Vision. EMP
Wait,
Empire.
Triforce.
Yeah. All right.
What do you think about HAL Laboratories?
HAL Laboratories? Oh. Yeah. HAL Laboratories got like I'm not a huge Smash Brothers fan. I'm keeping it real with you guys.
But they also made Kirby.
This is true.
I've never played a single Kirby game.
And wait, they made
They're
one more. Yeah, I forgot which one it was. I think it might have been the first Kid Icarus.
Ooh, Complex Boxhead said Tom and Tony Cannon not only made Evo, but they made GTPO netcode, which is
Zero,
true.
please mute yourself.
Yeah, there's a cricket sound going on in the background.
It's Zero.
It's not a cricket.
What's that?
It's the air conditioner.
Oh.
God, you live in Mexico.
Man, I have to dodge my fans because they're gonna make hurricanes. Because look what happened if I just go in front of them.
Yeah, see, Triforce's fan makes up for the hurricane that's just barely passing Jamaica.
Actually, because that hurricane is causing a heat wave in Jamaica, man. This is crazy. All right, let me see something here. HAL Laboratories is good pick. Someone says
they also made the Mother series, Earthbound and Mother.
Someone said nominate Gabe.
Gabe.
What the hell, B? What the hell, Gabe?
The best Bayonetta player.
And dudes need to stop going MIA.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Who do we believe should be recognized by the International Video Game Hall of Fame Community Action Award? Name 2 now. Super Nintendo. Now. It may sound tacky, but my resume speaks for itself. I'm nominating myself. I'll keep this a bill.
We should nominate Super Nintendo.
Community Action Award presented to individuals who selflessly serve the global gaming industry through charitable activities while inspiring others to participate in harmonious community building enterprises. Now, if that's not on my resume, then I don't know what it is. But we have to put 2. So,
well, Triforce, remember, like, the internet seems to think your resume is selling drugs to kid and, like, fucking hoes or something.
this is true. This is true. But we can't do anything about that.
Yet.
Thanks, Ginji, the one. Okay.
I think it's Gingy.
Is it
He
Ginji?
needs healing.
Okay. So who else? Who else would I put for Community Action Award? Let's see. Community Action Award. Who else has been a pillar in helping the community throughout the years?
I know this is really stupid, but if we're thinking about it, honestly, I would think about, like, YouTubers, because YouTubers actually do a lot for charity and such.
This is true, but like I want to make sure
Yeah,
that
man.
who?
There are some YouTubers like Vintels that do charitable streams every year.
I know, like, what was it Markiplier? He does a lot of charity streams and donates a ton of money to charity pretty much all the time.
Okay, all right. But here's a question, right?
I think PewDiePie. I think if we're gonna go for YouTubers who made a lot of charity donations, I think we have to do PewDiePie. It's just
see, you
not
guys.
fair to do. Anybody
I'm pretty
else.
sure PewDiePie's already in the Hall of Fame.
But
Is
no,
he?
he's not. No, not in the International Video Game Hall of Fame, and I don't
Yeah.
think he's in any Hall of Fame regarding gaming.
No, but he does no video games and no more.
Yeah, he doesn't do video games at all.
I mean,
now.
he still does video games.
But keep
No, he
in
doesn't.
mind. Wait,
He literally
keep in
does
mind.
not.
Yes, he does. I watch. I go on his videos
Guys.
every
Keep in
single
mind. Here's a
day.
problem. Presented to individuals who selflessly serve the global gaming industry through charitable activities while inspiring others to participate in harmonious community building enterprise.
Yeah, that's definitely not
There's a lot of
PewDiePie.
people who donate, but what do they do to help? There's a lot of people who do charitable deeds and donate, but what do they do to help help others, inspire others to participate in harmonious community building enterprise? That's the real question. So we can't.
Yeah, guys.
We can't.
Gingy says let's add Logan Paul.
Who's that?
No
It's
one.
the brother
He
of
did
Jake
not.
Paul, the one who made that diss track video.
That
Oh.
fucking loser who does not deserve to be in that Hall of Fame for any reason.
All right, man, blood. You can check it out later. Someone says no, not Mark. That's Markiplier you guys was talking about.
I personally think he's done a lot for the community. He even made like this thing where like he got together with a bunch of community members and started like going around cleaning up trash in like different cities and stuff for like an entire year.
But someone from the who?
You nominated yourself for this, right?
Hmm?
You nominated yourself for this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seconding that.
Who else is seconding me? I just want to know. Keep
Me.
it real.
I'll third it.
I mean, I literally started Battle of the Memes because of the stuff that you do with these groups.
Great mind says try 2 times. You cannot put me twice. It would only count it once, B. We gotta pick up another person.
Plus, it would just kind of look douchey if you did
Yeah.
that. If you did
It's
it once and
about
then
sending a message. Okay, I actually got to deal with something, guys. I will be back in like 10 minutes.
Okay. So what else?
Triforce. How do you spell your first name?
Triforce.
Wait, No. Shouldn't it be like Isaiah, then in brackets
That's not
Triforce
his-
Johnson?
Zero, stop.
Triforce is a legal name.
Oh, it's a legal name. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Zuru, please, for the love of God,
Zuru, please.
turn off your
Yes.
fucking air conditioner.
It's actually damn. Look what it's doing to the desktop audio.
Give me a second.
I kind of just want to shoot myself in the head
Someone
with that
says El
squeaking.
Chapo.
El Chapo.
El Chapo, really?
You mean the guy that escaped from
I'll
prison out of
die
his
of
toilet?
heat just because of that.
No, you don't have to turn it off. There's no way to move it away from the mic.
No,
Oh.
it's an AC, ceiling AC
Oh,
above.
it's
Just
ceiling.
mute yourself unless you have something to talk about.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do that.
Nah, too late.
He says too late. Wait, baby's in the room. Oh, baby's waiting for mommy. No, he can come in here now. I'm on the second part of the stream, so it doesn't matter. As long as he doesn't come over here and grab anything. Come here. Come here. Look at him with his big head. He's happy. Look how happy he is to get on the bed. Get on the bed. Huh?
Mason of Delfino. Let's nominate Mason.
All right.
Troy, let's nominate Mason.
Mason? He's too young.
Oh,
I mean, you know, but he does a lot.
Nominate
He does a lot for the community.
This is true.
I'm nominating Black Paul Joe.
Back
I'm
in.
actually getting nominated for this one. I'm nominating him for this one.
So Complex says, doesn't up to 2 names mean you have more than 2 candidates? You just need 2 for it to be valid. I don't know.
No, it means that you can only list up to 2. You cannot list 3, 4, 5, etc., etc.
Oh.
You can list one if you want.
You can list
You can
one if
only-
you want. No, I'm gonna put somebody in there with me. I ain't gonna pick
I
you
just
by myself.
I don't know who else to put.
Yeah, for this particular charitable activities and inspiration to participate in harmonious community building enterprise, that's hard. There's not a lot of community builders out there, B. For real.
Honestly, I'd still say Markiplier actually does deserve it because he's done a lot for the community. Like literally, there was like all of like 2015 or something where every single profit he made, like from any sales of shirts
Black
and stuff
Paul.
he immediately did like sent to charity and stuff.
Okay. You can put him down. I don't know
I am putting him down.
I don't know Markiplier enough. I want to make sure it's someone I know and that I don't. Here's a chicken for you, baby. 1 second.
Can I get a chicken?
You know, honestly, since I honestly
Chicken.
just don't know who else to put, I'm just gonna put as the second one, even though he hasn't done anything for the community. I'm just gonna put Faker.
Faker?
I'm just gonna put Faker.
I must stop you. No,
I don't know who else to put, so I'm just gonna.
Don't put
troll.
no one. Don't put no one. You can put
Just go
up
put
to
Dendy.
2. But you don't. If you, yeah, that's why I'm like Markiplier is a good person to put, but because I don't know him, I'm not just gonna put him because I want to just put him. Nah, you can't do that, B. Well, actually, you can do whatever you want, but I just think that's a waste of a vote, man. Nah, Faker, come on, son. Wait, let me see something. What is this?
He's literally God.
Let's just put Dendy and call it good.
Dendy the Dota player or Dendy the League
Banning you
player?
for that.
Dendy the Dota player.
Dendy the outer Russian one, okay. Because there's also a League player named Dendy and is also very good.
Great Mind says C and D. What do y'all think about that?
No, he has not done enough for the community. I'm sorry, but no.
Why are you laughing for?
No.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but CND has not done enough for the community. He's still
He's
young
new.
in his career.
Yeah, he's just new. At this point,
No. That's just it. Next person. No.
Listen, like, if he keeps up what he's been doing for, like, another, like, 10, 20 years, then...
I don't think 10, 20 years.
Maybe
Okay.
5.
Yeah.
Most big YouTubers right now have only been around for 10 years max.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, if he keeps this up till, like, 2020, it can be a consideration.
So it says, at this point, we're 2 steps away from nominator
Voting.
Boatface.
Smitty, Werben, Yegerman, Jensen. He was number 1.
Let's see. So, let's see here. Damn. I'm really trying to find somebody.
Is there, like, some famous speedrunner who goes to a lot of events?
No, because
No.
I'm looking. My main thing is to look at the community building enterprise. That's my part. That's the part I really want to get, because that's community action award, B. So really, the community action award is a community building. Like,
Yep.
who builds communities? Who builds communities to that point where it's like, and they also give out charities. Who builds communities like that? This has to be game oriented too. So
Yeah, see, that's why I put who I did,
yeah,
because like,
because Markiplier is in the games.
and because I did like an actual statistic research thing on it. He's done more for charity than pretty much any YouTuber there is, like, in gaming.
Wow.
The dude literally like has donated over $1 million in his own money, like, in his entire career to charity now.
I respect that. Okay. If you can convince me what he has done to help build
Gaming.
enterprise, I'll put him down.
Like, does he go to a lot of conventions and stuff and
Oh
hold
no, he
big
does. He
rallies?
definitely does.
He does.
He definitely
I
does.
I saw him at
He does
PAX
it a lot.
this year.
Alright.
Yeah, he goes to the community. He also did this thing where it was like a fundraiser thing where it was called Markiplier's Heroes, where it was like a shirt that, like, if you donated to charity or whatever, like $100 plus, each person that did, he would send a personalized shirt or whatever that had like a heart logo on the shoulder, and he raised like over like $500,000 just from that alone.
Someone says, do you
Wait,
know
try
what?
first. Could we just do like Nintendo as a company?
Nah, I know who I'm gonna pick because they've been doing charities since 2003. They have the largest video game, music, and game festival. The largest music and games festival in in history. That's a tiny chicken. You guys won't know who this guy is. You won't know who these guys are. But every year they do a 5-day video game festival. It's a community music and games magfest. Brendan Becker
Oh, I knew
and
who Magfest was.
Brendan Becker and Paul Good. What's really good? I'm gonna call it the Magfest Boys
But you got to spell boys with a Z.
with a Z. Yeah, you're right. Let me take out that S.
Oh, try first. It doesn't apply to this question, but back for industry leader, you know who we completely forgot about?
Who?
Koji Kondo.
Wow, you're right.
We completely forgot about him.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna have to add Koji Kondo. I'm gonna erase one.
But isn't he just a music director?
He
Or
is
like a
The greatest
musical
music
composer?
director for games, anyway. Well, one of the greatest. I won't say greatest. There's a
Well,
lot.
if you're
There's a
including
lot.
him, let's include Nobuo Uematsu as well.
I would also include what's his name? Can't remember all of a sudden. What's his name?
But yeah, the Magfest boys,
me
Brendan
find it.
Becker, they've been putting on this 5-day video game festival, music and games with the largest community. We're talking about 15,000 people come out every year to this event. An event I definitely would love to go to this year, Magfest.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah, no. Sahil, if we're doing the Koji Kondo, we could also put down like Grant Kirkhope too, because Grant Kirkhope is like pretty legendary too.
Yeah, I know they're all great, right? But you can only put two down, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want mine to be both music composers, so I think I'm just gonna stick with Koji Kondo.
Mm.
Just because he's probably the most well-known out of all of them.
Now, let us move down to this one. This is a real hard one. No, actually, this is a real easy one, right? And I'm gonna request from you guys a favor from me, and I'm gonna pitch. This is the hardest sell ever. I'm only putting down one person. I'm not putting down. I don't want there to be options to pick from. There are no options for me on this. Who do you believe should receive the Walter Day Lifetime Achievement Award? This award honors individuals or organizations who have served the electronic gaming industry over the course of a long career, enriching the industry with their selfless contributions, strong leadership, and creative visions. The point of this award is that they have served for a long time, whereas a community action award is directed at people who have performed benevolent and charitable tasks during recent small time periods. Now, Guinea says Nintendo, right? But this is right. They say Nintendo,
Mad Cats.
but wow. But in this regard, and this is gonna sound messed up because I'm gonna do this next year. In the 2018, I'm voting for Reggie, but I can't vote for Reggie yet. So I have to pause Reggie next year. Reggie, you get in next year. That's for sure. Because
Get the fuck out of here, Gingy, with Pornhub.
I will definitely vote for Reggie for sure. But there's a reason why I'm gonna ask you guys to pick a man called Jerry Parker. Let me explain to you why Jerry Parker goes in before Reggie. Right? One, Reggie started his career in Nintendo in 2000 as a president in 2006. Right?
Yeah.
Reggie Parker was the mayor that helped
Jerry Parker.
Jerry Parker, I'm sorry. I said Reggie Parker. Wow, I fused them. He was the guy that helped Walter Day as the mayor of Ottumwa, Iowa, to get Twin Galaxies off the ground with the Life magazine photo shoot and the whole 9 yards. He even helped bring in the governor of Iowa so they can make the official proclamation to proclamate the state of Iowa, the town of Ottumwa. In the state of Iowa as the video game capital of the world, and every major event that they have, from the International Video Game Hall of Fame to Twin Galaxies events, the Big Bang, even this one that's happening right now, even the 35th anniversary last year, the mayor is always there. He's always there. If you guys look at the thumbnail, you're gonna see the old man with the computer holding. That's Mayor Jerry Parker. I don't want to pick Reggie over him first because he's been around longer than Reggie. Reggie will definitely get in because Reggie's been doing stuff for the scene. It's beyond a question. So I would love to put Reggie in, but I am asking everybody in here right now. Everybody. Oh, Awada's already in. Guinea. Awada goes in this year. He's in 2016. He's already been put in. So a guy called Reggie from Nintendo. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. That makes me wonder. Reggie, we're just talking about you for now. Next year, we definitely got you in, Reggie. But I'm asking everyone in here, can you please vote for Mayor Jerry Parker? Ottumwa, Iowa Mayor. Right? Please provide an explanation or a link up to articles why you believe this person should be inducted. He granted Walter the platform. He granted Walter the platform of the town of Ottumwa, Iowa. Your mom's here? Okay. He granted Walter the platform of the town. What are you doing? Oh. Sorry, why did I put of twice? He granted Walter the platform of the town of Ottumwa, Iowa, to build Twin Galaxies. Oops.
Okay, Gingy, chill.
Yeah, let me see what everyone's saying. So can you guys nominate Boko no Peak? What?
No,
No!
do not nominate Poco no Pico. Do not
I'm
do
not.
that.
I'm just going for Jerry Parker. I'm just asking everyone if y'all can. Wow, baby broke.
Good thing he doesn't know.
Triforce, do you know what Boku no Pico is?
Nope,
No,
I don't want to know.
stop
Don't
right
tell
there.
us.
No,
Stop
it's
right
actually
there.
really
Stop.
good. You should watch it in your spare time.
You fucking
not.
asshole. No.
What?
I'm
What do you
sorry.
mean? It's a really good 3-episode show. Like,
Triforce, do not watch it at all.
Anyway,
not.
guys, focus.
If you watch it because of this guy just actually told you to watch it, I'm gonna seriously ban him for
No,
that.
I'm not. Listen, I don't care about that. I'm focusing on this right now. I don't care about Boku or whatever. If it's not Boku no, if it's not All Might, I don't care. So anyway, look. So okay. So I'm asking everybody if they can vote for Jerry Parker. especially you guys in the Discord, please. I'm asking, Triforce is asking you that as a major favor. Please put Mayor Jerry Parker, and there goes my reason. He granted Walter the platform of the town Ottumwa, Iowa, to build Twin Galaxies and make Ottumwa, Iowa, the official video game capital of the world and the birthplace of esports. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys something, right, real quick. Let me go to this. Right, I'll be right back. Let me look up a picture for you guys to see. I'll get back to you two guys later. Show you guys a picture. Where are we? But yeah, Mayor Jerry Parker definitely deserves to be in this, man. I don't like when people are overlooked. I really don't like that. Like that bothers me. This is the god tier picture. Open in a new tab. Let me open this in a new tab. See how this looks. Ooh. So yeah, guys, this is him. That's him right there. See, there's two old men in this picture. The shortest old man. That's him, man. Oh, whoa.
Dang. He's like unrecognizable from when like the documentaries where you see him.
Yeah,
He looks so different.
Yeah, it's because you see, remember when he was younger, right? And
Yeah.
that man helped Walter. He helped Walter to get that plaque on that wall, to use it to lock off the streets so that they could do the the Hall of Fame award, the Life magazine photo shoots. All those things he helped them with. The ordinance, you know, when you have to get like the licenses to use the streets and all that, he helped them with all of that. And he comes to every event in Twin Galaxies and he supports it, man, big time. And the man doesn't get no recognition for it. That's why I think he deserves the Lifetime Achievement Award. So I want everybody to please, all the people in the Discord right now, all the people on YouTube that you guys are nominating. Look, how many people we have in here? Kat, you here? Zero, you here? Nintendo, I know you're doing a hand.
I just got here like a few minutes ago. I'm sorry.
Are you voting?
No, Nintendo's not here.
Oh, are you voting, Kat?
Not yet. I'd assume it's the link you put up a few minutes ago. Actually, a while ago.
Glake, you in here? King Joker's been in there. Q's been in there. Sahil's been in there. So that's one,
see.
2.
Yes, I'm here, but I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same. Like literally none.
Let me.
Was that Glake?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
Glake.
just got here.
So Glake, we're
Dang,
over
I've
here.
never heard Glake speak before.
Oh, I just put the link in the Discord. Again, that's the nomination thread that we're doing for nominating people for the International Video Game Hall of Fame. When we're done with this whole stream, I'm going to go over some of the stuff for all you guys, for those who missed stuff, help you with your voting. But I want everyone to vote. And so if you click that link and go straight down, click that link and go straight down to, oops, this is the wrong one. Click that link and go straight down to where it says, who do you believe should receive the Walter Day Lifetime Achievement Award? Please list up to 2 names. And I need you to put the name Jerry Parker of Ottumwa, Iowa. He's the Ottumwa, Iowa mayor. He granted Walter Day the platform. He granted Walter Day the platform of Ottumwa, Iowa to build Twin Galaxies and make Ottumwa, Iowa the official video game capital of the world and the birthplace of esports. That's why I want him. I'm like, he deserves to go in. I was gonna pick Reggie, but then I thought about it and I was like, nah. Mayor Jerry Parker. He lives there. Come on, man. He lives there, for crying out loud. So he definitely deserves it. I'm going to go on a hardcore petition to push for him to get it, because he deserves that. Oh, and also while you're at it, there's a part where it says who should be recognized as the If Golf Community Action Award. You could put me if you want. Although, if I could give an order, I order you to put me.
Can we just like put Triforce down on every single option?
No, you cannot.
Just, Triforce is the best. Give him all the awards.
But yeah, so, and then let me see what the YouTubers are saying. So YouTubers, can I put Etika? No, you cannot.
No.
The hell is your problem?
Well, this is the same guy that told you to do Boko no Pico, so
What the
don't trust
hell?
anything he
He's
says.
just joking.
I know, no, we know he's joking. We know he's joking. Let's not disqualify your input by filling these out like. Hey, Keisha, your food's on the table.
The Triforce.
Yeah.
How tight would you be if somebody, instead of putting you for like the community involvement award, right? They put our Kappa.
If they put our Kappa, what do you mean?
Like the FGC basically.
If they put our Kappa in what context? What's the context of them putting our Kappa?
Like in the in the okay, never mind. You know, the one that you want to get into, the one that you're telling us to put you for.
And to put our Kappa in there over me,
Yeah.
our Kappa doesn't. Our Kappa doesn't. I'm like, I guess you could. Our Kappa
No, I'm
largely.
not going to. I'm just saying.
No, it largely does. It's done community stuff bigger than me. Charity wise, community and enterprising though, I don't know.
Guys, I gotta dip out for a minute. I gotta do some live stuff for Battle of the Memes real quick.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
He's got to bust out some sick beats.
Someone said put the Joy-Con boys.
Put Doug Bowser.
Doug Bowser.
Now it's
Didn't he
Bill
just start-
Trennan.
Bowser!
Let's just put an actual game character. Frickin', let's just put Mario.
Now, after
Nathan Drake.
Master Chief.
okay, so mhm. I'm coming back here. So Blake, here's a new list here. I put in another link, right? And the other link is the one that talks about the pro gamers, esports players. So I'm just gonna go over who I picked, and then you can click that list, and whenever you have a chance, you can fill it out or whatever. So it says, who do you wish to nominate for video game esports competitor for the golden age? There's 4 people from the 1970s to 1989. I picked Doris Self, the 80-year plus Qbert champion. She's a lady. I said she's a lady. That's a woman. Abner Ashman, Pac-Man champ. Honey, you gonna eat the chocolate or not? Abner Ashman, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man Jr. and regular Pac-Man champion. Steve Sanders, captain of both the U.S. national video game team and the what's the name of this thing here? The Electronic Circus Superstar, Electronic Circus Superstars. There's a whole thing on the whole U.S. Captain of the U.S. national video game team thing that's being debated right now, but the man was on both teams, so that doesn't matter. And then Steve Sanders has been a huge contributor to the history competitive gaming, supporting Walter and Billy Mitchell, pretty much championing the age of console gaming, classic gaming. And then Todd Freeman, that's who I picked as my 4. I don't know if you guys want to follow my 4. It's up to y'all, but if you don't know any 4 to pick, following my 4 would be a great ideal because those are solid picks. Esport competitors for the 90. I picked Tomo Ahira, former Street Fighter 2 champion. In fact, one of the first Street Fighter 2 champions, and Rafiq Bryant, Quake champion, who won the South Africa Championships, beating Fatality. Then, who do I pick to nominate for 2000s competitor? I put Justin Wong and Jay Dong. So, Justin Wong, because it's Justin Wong. You guys, I don't know if you guys ever heard people scream his name when he wins. Justin Wong, because he's Justin Wong. Like the man has the most evil world championships than more any other player on planet Earth, including Daigo, right? And then Jae who's god tier at StarCraft, so and he's retired.
I
All
mean,
my,
if we're talking
Jadon.
StarCraft players,
Whoa,
right?
whoa,
I
whoa.
think we have to put Boxer above Daigo.
wait, who? What?
Boxer.
Boxer.
Who's that?
What?
Boxer's the first god of StarCraft. Back in 2001, for his span was his reign on the throne was like from 2001 to 2005 as like the top StarCraft player. Like I don't know if you know this, Triforce, but they had like a term for any time there was an extended period in StarCraft where there was a defined best player, and they're called Bonjuas, right? And there have only been 6 Bonjuas in all of StarCraft history, and Boxer's the first one.
Wow.
Yeah, because back in the early days of StarCraft, the 3 races, which were like Protoss, Zerg, and Terran, right? Everybody thought Terran was trash, and everybody just did Protoss and Zerg. And if you play Terran, you were laughed at, right? Because it was seen as the weakest race. And then Boxer, found out, like, gave Terran a chance to find their hidden potential and became the best StarCraft player for about 4.5 years using Terran.
So here's my question to you: are you gonna put Boxer in and remove Jaedong?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you can't have Jaedong and Boxer.
Yeah, I know, you're right.
Well, you can do whatever you want. Let me stop saying what you can and cannot do.
Yeah, no, I know, but it wouldn't make sense to put 2 StarCraft players. I understand, right?
So then, yeah, so that's what I have for that. So now
Let's put in Street Pass Princeton.
Okay, moving on to nomination for video games. This is a fun section. This is a really fun section.
Breath of the Wild.
No. There. I want to
so
have I want to have a long discussion about Breath of the Wild with Triforce once he finishes the game.
All right, someone said put a Mewtwo King.
Oh boy.
Armada, Hungry Box, Zero, Melee. Okay, Quantum Nova is clearly a Smash Brothers guy, and clearly Smash Brothers is God, and everything else is trash because my man's just naming them all of the gods. So let me see something here.
Don't forget Mango. You got to put Mango in there.
First of all, those guys there's no way those guys can get into the 2000 section over MVP, Boxer, Justin Wong, Daigo, and all of these other guys who came long before them. Like, come on, man. So many other people got to get in before the Smash gods. No offense. That's just what it is. Real spit. Smash guys are still young. And then my criteria is based off people retired from gaming. Unless they transcend at such a level of Michael Jordan that they can still be put into the Hall of Fame while they're still playing. And no offense, but none of the Smash Brothers players are at that level. The closest is Armada. That's the closest, and Armada still has a way to go. So I'm not trying to disrespect it. They're definitely worth it, but in my opinion, it's too early to put those guys in. That's just my opinion. So I don't want people to, oh, you a hater, Triforce, because dudes be going crazy these days. So yeah, so you guys make your votes on that, and then let's move forward with the last section here. We have one more section to go. A section that I think you guys will find the most fun.
Wait, Triforce, I don't see these sections for like just video games on the survey though.
What? No, I'm going to put it in the room in a second.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure everyone's done with the this section here for esports and then the whole industry awards thing. Once you guys are done with that, then we can move on.
So, looking at the question on your stream right now, I'd say Galaxian.
Oh, you guys see? Oh, crap! You got. We'll get to that in a second. Okay.
Seriously, though, Galaxian.
All right. So going on with let's talk about the 2017 International Video Game Hall of Fame nomination form for games. So this nominations is upcoming video game, blah blah blah. We read the same thing over again. So let's just get to it. Which games do you nominate for the Golden Age games? Please list only 2 games on separate lines. So let me go back over here. Let me go back to the class of 2010, and I want to see what games were picked. So what was the game? Wait, what?
The first thing that comes to mind for me when I think of a Golden Age game is Street Fighter 2.
That is
Golden Age gamers are arcade games.
no. That,
Yes,
that
Street
is an
Fighter 2.
arcade
That
game.
was an arcade game. What?
It's an arcade game, but it's not a classic.
Oh, the
arcade
only
game.
the only port I ever knew or version I ever knew about was
Super
the Super
Nintendo?
Nintendo. So
Yeah. Hold on. Let me find what game. Pac-Man was selected in 2010 as a legendary arcade game. So Pac-Man was picked that year, 2010. Let's go to 2015. What?
I'll be right back. I'll catch up.
You know how long that is gonna melt. Okay. In 2015, the game Defender was picked in 2015. See, I already know what game. I already know what game is gonna get picked. Real rap. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. And see, in 2016, Golden Age game Super Mario Brothers. So Pac-Man was already selected. Defender was already selected. Super Mario Bros. Was already selected. Now, classic arcade game. That game didn't come out until late. So I would pick for 2017. I'm gonna have to go with Donkey Kong, B.
I was about to say, why not just choose Donkey Kong? Because it's not in there and it should be.
Cumulative's like Miyamoto's Popeye. See, you know what I really want to go with? Wait, how many selections can we pick? How many? We can pick 2. All right, I'm going with 2. My 2 is Donkey Kong, and that came out in the 90s though, Triforce. So you can pick that. So Donkey Kong.
Galaga, maybe.
Wow. I'm gonna take your.
I actually really like Galaga, to be honest. That's like one of my favorite.
I'm putting Donkey Kong and Galaga. 1970s to 1990. I'm taking Donkey Kong.
Well, I don't know
and
what because Galaga's kind of a sequel to Galaxian, isn't it?
Yes, but
So wouldn't I bet Galaga's
Yeah.
more famous.
yeah.
So it's a tough choice. Choose the original or choose the one that's the most famous.
The one that's most famous, like
Yeah, because the original will get picked up with it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's true.
Which game do you nominate for the 90s? Please, only 2 games, okay? First one, straight up and down, Tetris.
Zelda.
Nope, Tetris. Zelda already got in. Link to a Past got in for the 90s.
Oh, okay.
But I can't believe Tetris has not been on this list and 3 classes have already gone by.
That's ridiculous.
That's foolishness. That is foolishness. Tetris and another game in the 90s. What game in the 90s? Tetris and...
Secret of Mana. No, Chrono Trigger, actually.
Final Fantasy 7.
Nah, in this regard, this is where we can't let that rock. Sonic has to go in there. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Sonic the Hedgehog. He was born in 1990. I put Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah, the Hedgehog. I put Tetris and Sonic the Hedgehog. You guys can put whatever you want on that one. Let me see what the YouTube guys are saying. Sonic the Hedge Fund. Pokemon Red. Duck Hunt. Zelda. I nominate Popeye 1983 and Nethak also 1983. Damn, Cumulative. Cumulative went back. Ice Climber Brothers. Woo! Pac-Man or Donkey. Pac-Man's already in Guinea. Wait, how do you pronounce his name?
Gingy.
Gingy, okay. Hammock the The hodgepodge. The hodgepodge. Okay.
Snowick the Horgeheg.
Okay. Which two games you nominate for?
Dynamite.
I gave the dog my bone. I don't know if Khalil gave the
Whoa.
dog his bones.
Whoa.
We're talking about food, guys. We're talking
Stop.
about food.
Don't take it out of context, dude. For real, guys.
Which games do you nominate for 2000? Please only list 2 games. 2000 to 2009. Now, we're going to be here for a while. We're going to be here for a while.
2000 to 2009.
Yeah, 2000. You know how many games have come
A
out
lot of good games.
now?
Wait, what was the category for? Say it again.
2000. From the
Oh,
2000s.
just the best game?
Which games do you nominate for 2000?
Oh, well, I already know. For me, it's at least one of them is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
So from 2000 to 2009,
There
Mario
are
and
too many
Luigi's.
good games.
Yup. We gonna be here for a
Perfect.
while.
Perfect Dark.
Ooh.
Wait, 2009?
No, Perfect Dark was in the 90s.
No, Perfect Dark was made in 2000.
Oh, that's right. Even though the GameCube just came out. I can't do that, B. I can't pick Perfect Dark. This is one of those problems here. See, I have a problem with this because that's 10 years.
Actually, I think I'm going to go back to the 90s game, and I think I kind of, instead of Sonic, I'm going to put down Mech Warrior.
Well, Gears of War is for my 2000.
See,
Gears of War
yeah, man.
Damn.
and Grand Theft Auto.
Well, not because
Man.
like Mech Warrior for me was like a big
You
thing. in my
just said
kid.
that to piss me off. And you said that on purpose, B. You said that shit on purpose. I hate that game. Holy smokes, I hate that game. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts. What?
So
Jet Set Radio.
That was a good game. But
And it was made in 2000.
Yeah, but I
Wait, so are we talking about the best games from 2000? You said 2000 to 2009?
Sonic 06!
You can
Alright.
only pick 2 though.
StarCraft 2, World of Warcraft.
What? Well,
Melee.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, bro.
World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was holding it down.
Yep.
This
It was.
cannot be denied.
wow.
Oh, Triforce, I'm really mad right now.
Warcraft.
Hydro Thunder came out in 1999.
Oh, that's sucks.
Oh yeah, Hydro Thunder is such a good game. I love Hydro Thunder.
If it came out in 2000, I would have put it for that.
Wait. What about RuneScape?
I heard
Nah.
that was pretty.
It was
RuneScape
good.
over
It was
Warcraft.
good. It's not bad, but WoW was much more influential.
You see the foolishness that Genji be writing me? You see this?
Gingy?
It's
Healing.
You see this, me? This is foolishness right here. This is coonery in its finest. All right, Capcom versus SNK 2.
Devil Cry.
What game's already made it in? Now that's
Escape from Monkey Island.
No, these are the nomination processes.
Ooh.
This is the nomination process, Kat. So it's whatever we
Oh,
nominate.
so like,
Yeah.
okay. Darn.
Escape from Monkey Island.
Hey, Triforce, just wondering, how do you feel about Hydro Thunder, or have you never played it?
It was a good arcade game, baby. No, come. Why are you wet?
We nominated Cats game.
Oh no, my game hasn't even come out yet. That's gonna be like a year or two.
It's never coming out. You're horrible at progress.
No, I can do it. I'm working on it. It's almost. It's.
Yo, my man,
It's getting there.
you can't pick Minecraft, B.
No.
Like, stop.
Yeah, I already know there's gonna be that one like 15-year-old who's like writing up an entire essay trying to convince people why Minecraft should be there. Like
Minecraft
legit.
is you can't even put it because Minecraft is already on there.
Oh, it is. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minecraft
Wow.
already
It's
made it
inducted
in,
this year.
which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Minecraft is 2016.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how. It's Minecraft.
Huh.
I don't know how. I really don't. But for those who want to pick Minecraft, it's already in. So yeah, you can blow yourself now.
It's because it's basically the one game where you can literally build whatever you want. It makes sense actually
You
that
know
like
something? Great minds has a point. Halo.
Halo's already in there.
Wait, is it? What
Yeah, Halo
year?
Combat Evolved was already made. It was made in like 2 years ago.
2015?
Combat Evolved made it into the Video Game Hall of Fame.
No. This is the International Video Game Hall of Fame. There's 2 Hall of Fames. There's a new one that just came out not too
Oh, well
long
then yeah,
ago.
put Halo down there
Yeah,
because
but the international, there's a Video Game Hall of Fame, and then there's the international.
yeah, okay, yeah, no, it made it into the World Video Game Hall of Fame, but not the
No,
international.
the international is the world. The other one is just
Oh,
a
then
hall.
it should already be in there.
Yeah, the international is a hall, the world one. The other one is just called the Video Game Hall of Fame. That's it.
Yeah, Halo should be in there then.
Yeah, Halo was a defining game of the 20th century.
Oh yeah, you go off like 3D graphics from like the Nintendo 64, and then all of a sudden Halo comes out, and you're just like, holy crap!
Yeah, Halo. I'm not gonna front, and I'm not such a huge fan of the game, but the impact of that game in the 2000s was.
Oh, it revolutionized shooters and made them what they are today.
All right, Halo, you got it. You got it.
Try first.
Yeah.
I just found this out while I was still filling out something else. It's not about what we're doing right now. It's about the Walter Day record, right? Apparently, Boxer, StarCraft player, has the largest official fan club for any video game player in the world. 600,000 people are in his fan club.
Damn.
And Kespa released 2 volumes of DVDs just full of his greatest matches of all time.
Holy
Wow.
smokes. Do I gotta
Boxer is not somebody to joke about, man.
Yo, put first of all, you find his legal name, and then you have to post that the post your answers as to why you selected Boxers, because they're gonna want to know who is Boxer. So I may change from J Dong and go with Boxer B. That's ridiculous. I may have to just make the changes. Yeah, actually, do all of that for me, because I'm gonna need to take some of your answers.
All right.
No,
okay.
sorry, J Dong. No offense, B, but like, yo, Boxer just boxed you up right there. So let's see here. So I got Halo Combat
I
Evolved.
just post.
I'm typing with one hand because I'm lazy. Combat stretch. Where's the E?
Like honestly, like if you don't put Halo in there, then I don't know what you're doing.
I put Halo Combat Evolved. So
Well,
now,
yeah, because like that game literally, there wouldn't even. I don't even feel like there would be a real first-person shooter genre if it weren't for Halo.
no, that's not true. Unreal, Quake is the reason why Halo even exists. No, actually, we can go as far back
Wasn't
to
there like a
Technically, Halo exists because of Marathon.
Castle Wolfenstein. Castle Wolfenstein, then after Castle Wolfenstein, Doom, after Doom, Quake, after Quake, Unreal, after Unreal, Halo. In terms of like the games that really pushed first person shooters of their respective eras.
Hey, don't forget about GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was good, but like GoldenEye was good on the 64. When it came to first-person shooters of the 90s, you were either playing Quake or you were playing Unreal Tournament.
Unreal Tournament's so good.
And Unreal Tournament was on some bonkers. Like, that was just like, what is happening here? But on the 64, GoldenEye was ridiculous. What's his name? Abdallah just won PAX Prime GoldenEye tournament. I think he's like the best in GoldenEye.
Honestly, I think Star Wars Battlefront 2 would be a good one too, because it was disgustingly well received in like 2005.
Oh, really?
It was like one of the highest rated Xbox games until like 2010.
Oh. All right, so I'm trying to figure out the second game. What's the second game here, B? So we got Halo. What's the second game? Wow, those 10 years are ridiculous, man. Too many good games came out. Way too many games. You know what's so sad? I want to put Wind Waker, but like there are so many other games that are just as deserving as great.
Exactly.
That I can't, as a biased Zelda fan, I cannot honestly put that game down. And I'm biased as hell when it comes to Zelda. Damn.
Yeah, the thing with gaming now is it's like you hit the like 90s and a lot of good games come out. Then you hit the early 2000s and super like tons and tons of good games come out. And then now you hit this and it's like, where are all the good games at?
Like
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
Where are they
man,
all at?
there was God of War, dogs. There was
God of
Jack and
War,
Daxter,
Gears of War,
Sly
Jack and
Cooper. Oh
Daxter.
my goodness, Skies of Arcadia, Phantasy Star, Tales of Symphonia.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, there you
Yo,
go.
don't forget about Ape Escape. Come on now.
Well,
Livable Planet.
Ape Escape was actually God. Valkyrie Profile. Yo, Silent Bomber. Omega Boost.
Yeah, man.
Yo, oh my.
Monkey
Turok.
Ball,
Yo, Turok. Holy smokes.
Shadow of Colossus.
Oh my
Hey.
goodness.
There's a lot of games.
There was too many games, B.
And
Wow.
like I said,
can't just pick
now you
two.
get to this point where it's like, where are all the good games at? I don't see them. Where are they? Shadow of the Colossus was released in 2005, by the way.
Yo, why are you putting Smash, B? Stop. Smash was an okay game.
Gigi says Roblox.
Someone said Wii Sports. That's crazy.
Wii
Man,
Sports
Wii Sports was good.
is the most sold game of all
So
time.
what?
And with
The
the
Wii,
system.
yeah, it was not. It was not that great. It was a nice demo you got with your.
Oh,
your
Knights of the
system.
Old Republic. Great
Yeah,
minds.
I'll be honest,
Knights of the Old
Trevor, when
Republic.
I first got my Wii, because I was pretty young back then, I had like over 100 hours on Wii Sports.
Everyone did.
Easy.
Did you
Just
know?
Knights of-
Did you know that Royal Lance held the actual world record on Wii Sports baseball 4
Wow.
times?
You know,
Okay.
Triforce. Okay, I for Wii Sports bowling,
Yeah.
I don't have this recorded, right? And when I tell people this, they don't believe me.
You bowled a
But
300.
no, almost.
I did.
The last strike I missed. The
You-
very last strike.
you
I
wanna
had
hear-
12 strikes. The 13th I fucked up.
Do you want to hear this? An old
What?
man from a retirement home has the world record for 13 strikes in
Yes.
Wii Sports
What the fuck?
in
I
Guinness Book of,
believe it.
in Guinness Book of World Records on the Wii
Oh,
U
my
on
God.
the Wii. I'm dead serious. I'm not even playing.
Yeah,
Triforce.
I believe it.
Yeah, Triforce, you have no idea how tight my 9-year-old self was when I missed that 13th ball. Okay? I
Okay,
was so
Triforce.
mad.
Did you go in
Triforce.
the kitchen when your parents were eating dinner and flip the table?
I felt like
Triforce.
doing it.
Almost.
Here's how we can narrow it down for you is you chose Halo, which is like it revolutionized the gaming industry. Now choose like why not try choosing a game with the best story or something?
Oh man, there's so
Last
many.
of Us. I'm just gonna keep hating on my game.
Odin Spear.
I saw great minds over here saying Knights of the Old Republic. That shit was the best.
You're Star Wars bias at this point.
You know what's so funny? What we actually missed in the 90s?
No. To be fair, early Star Wars games were god tier.
How did we not put
They
in?
kind of were.
How did we not put in Castlevania Symphony of the Night?
Yo, oh,
Okay,
okay,
yeah,
I'm putting
that's
that in.
fine.
I'm putting that in. I'm putting that in.
Yo, you can't take out Tetris, B. Tetris gotta stay. So your number 2 gotta go.
Pro Skater 3 sucked, Jarian.
Yeah. Sorry, Jerry, but like Tony Hawk's was like, what? Are you kidding me? Spider-Man, Web
Yeah,
of
for some
Shadows.
reason,
That shit
Tony
was
Hawk's
ass.
Pro Skater is the highest reviewed game on Metacritic.
Kidding me?
Triforce, did you know that?
What?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is
Yeah.
like tied or it's 1 point behind for the highest reviewed game on Metacritic.
And
I'll take Skate or Die any day.
thank you.
Fuck Tony Hawk.
I'll take
Skate or
Skate or
Die was
Die,
good.
Skate or Die 2, and 720. Come on, man. I don't care about no Tony Hawks.
What about 1080 and
Not-
64?
Oh yeah, there was 1080. That was a snowboarding version though.
Yeah, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Wave Race. That's what we put on there.
Wave Race is so good.
There's so many good games.
Oh wait, Blue Storm.
dude.
Wait, Wave Race Blue Storm.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
That was my
No.
first.
I'm talking about
GameCube
Wave
game
Race.
ever.
I'm talking Wave
64?
Race for the 64. Yeah.
Oh, nah.
There's a
Wait,
cheat.
no,
I didn't know
Wave-
this. There's a
Wave Race
cheat
Blue
code to
Storm
ride the
is my
dolphin.
first GameCube game ever when I first got it.
I didn't even realize there's a cheat code in Wave Race 64 where if you put in a specific trick combination, you can actually turn your jet ski into the dolphin,
Mm-hmm.
What?
and you can ride the dolphin.
Yep.
Jerry on says
Like-
you guys disgust me. Cool Borders. Cool Borders was ridiculous. Cool Borders was ridiculous.
Zombies Ate My Neighbor.
But isn't that a 90s game? That's a 90s
Oh,
game.
it might be. It's 93. Never mind.
Fuck else. That's too much shit that came out of 2000.
Halo 2.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's too. Yo, you're so right, Hans. 2000s was ridiculous. That was a monster decade, B. That was a monster decade.
Ooh, freaking much. You can say random games like Asura's Wrath, like
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider, Uncharted 2, Last of Us, like.
When did Uncharted 1 come out?
2000s PS3 release on PS3 launch.
All right.
Dude, Nukem.
I don't I don't know if it's something wrong with me or something, but I just don't like Uncharted. Like I love The Last of Us, I hate Uncharted, and I don't know why. I just find Uncharted boring as fuck.
All right, I'm gonna go with this game because this particular game is one of the greatest games.
Hang on,
there.
let me go check my list of video games for something. I'm sure I have a good winner in here somewhere.
And I just want to know what year there was this. Can someone find out the year of Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 2?
1999.
God damn it!
Yeah, I knew that. I already checked that. I was literally going to suggest it, so I looked it up, and it's 99.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm putting Breath of the Wild. Fuck that.
No, that Breath of the Wild came out in this year. It's 2000 to 2009.
Metroid Prime.
Ooh. No. I'm not putting 2 FPS games. Metal Gear, Snake Eater? Nah.
Snake Eater was good, but it didn't get good till it got it had to get re-released twice to get the way it's supposed to be good. So.
Yeah.
I say Gears of War, honestly.
Someone said Simpsons Wrestling. Bubble Revolution. No.
Try first. Slightly off topic, but I just remembered it. Did you ever play the Pac-Man World games? Because I had them, but I never beat them. Like I was way too young to do it.
They're good platformers, but like they're just Mario platformers as Pac-Man. So
Resident Evil 4.
The Resident Evil series was good too.
Probably like the only one
Jack
on this
and
because
Daxter.
Golden Sun and
Katamari Damacy. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
I don't know.
Silent Hill.
They were good games.
Soul Calibur 2.
See, this.
Time Splitters.
That game was ridiculous.
Mario and Luigi
Beyond Good and Evil.
Superstar Saga.
Yeah, someone put that already.
Psychonauts.
I thought you was gonna say Psycho N.
I mean, Bowser's Inside Story is better than Superstar Saga in like every way.
Maybe.
Manhunt.
No.
But I liked that one better than
Dark Cloud.
Bowser's Inside Story.
Dead Space.
Dark Cloud. Oh my goodness.
Devil May Cry.
I said that so long ago. I just got denied when I said it.
I never played a Devil May Cry game. I don't understand. So I just can't say anything about it.
It's Bayonetta.
Or Bayonetta?
That's
actually
Bayonetta.
No, Bayonetta is Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Yeah, the Bayonetta is Devil May Cry.
I know there was some controversy about like God of War copying from Devil May Cry at one point.
No, you mean
they're
Bayonetta?
Not all the same.
They're not at all the same. Yeah, they're completely two different games.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Someone says bop it. Doctor Who, Return to Earth. If Bayonetta was a dude and only had half the guns, huh?
You said that's Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I don't like this question because there's over 2,000 different games.
Yeah, you got way too many games.
This is so hard. So let's try to put it like this. Games that influence the games of 2000 to 2009 that influenced esports. That'll narrow it down.
Oh, okay.
Guitar Hero.
Never.
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
Try first. Please do not talk down Guitar Hero, please.
Look, Guitar Hero's godlike. I get it. I know, but I'm just saying.
Gotta give Modern Warfare his props. Modern
Warfare, but that's two first-person shooters, though.
Yeah.
And that's what dominated the 2000s, though.
Nah. You can't say
Dominated a
that,
lot
B.
first, financial wise. Yeah, it did.
No,
Financial
but
wise.
that's based on who wants to invest in it. Come on, that's not
I know,
fair.
but I mean, with Call of Duty, you can't deny Modern Warfare when that came out. That I mean, you
If you
can't
want,
deny.
if you're gonna talk about that, if you're gonna money, I'm not gonna let money buy out the thing because
I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about the impact the game had on the community and everything. I mean, when Modern Warfare dropped, it was a megaton.
All right, hold on, time out. If you're gonna say that, then I am reluctantly. I don't want to, but I will have to pull the facts out here. Ain't nothing in the 2000 had more of an impact on the competitive community than Smash
I
Brothers.
just remembered Panzer Dragoon released in 2000 or something.
Smash Brothers, massive impact on the competitive community in 2000. Massive.
Mercenaries is also another game.
And I really don't like Smash Brothers. And I don't want to vote for them,
Yeah,
and I'm
I
not.
hate Smash, but I
You know what? Honestly,
I mean, I would argue Counter Strike 1.6 had equal, if not more.
Triforce. What about Elder Scrolls Morrowind?
No. We're trying to keep this within esports, so it makes it easier for us to. It narrows it down, cuts out a lot of games. So we either have StarCraft, right, which is kind of funny.
We have Warcraft,
StarCraft,
1, 2, and 3.
Warcraft, Halo, Call of Duty,
Counter Strike. Yeah.
Smash
Wait,
Brothers,
what's Source?
Street
When was
Fighter.
Source released?
So what's the question about esports? What's
No, we're trying.
what is it?
The question is, which games do you nominate for games of 2000? Pick 2 games from 2000 to 2009. That's a vast list to pick from.
But why are you mentioning esports titles?
Because
like what?
to pick to narrow it down, we decided to pick 2 games from 2000 to 2009.
All right, why don't we just cut out all shooters entirely? Like just no shooters.
No,
We've got
you
Halo.
can't do that because shooters had a massive impact in the 2000s. So
yeah, but I'm saying you've already got a shooter on there, so why not just choose something that's not a shooter?
You can pick what.
Triforce. How about to make this more balanced? For everything where it's like pick 2, one has to be an esport and one is supposed to be like a non-esport. Why don't we do that?
Oh, you was calling me? I heard the knock. I thought baby was knocking on the door. Oh, sorry. No, I heard the banging on the door. I kept looking. I'm like, why is baby banging on the door? I was gonna come and tell baby's move, but yes, he can. Baby's knocked harder. Oh, sorry.
Whoa,
I heard the knocks though.
Triforce.
Sasha was supposed to help me. See, look at her. She's just sleeping with her belly hanging out.
Sorry, why is the current era only from 2010 to 2011 and not to 2017?
Oh no, that's a typo. I think that's supposed to meant 2017. I think they were supposed to change that, but they haven't.
Okay.
But I think they think they mean that for 2017.
Okay, good.
It's from 2010 to present. That's what it's supposed to say. I don't know why it has that. So see,
I think we should choose one esports title for everything and then one not.
Yeah, one esport, one non-esport.
For what, 2010 and up, or 2000 to 9?
For all of the questions.
All of them, except for the Golden Age, because that's like hand in hand.
Yeah,
that's literally just esports.
Well, I picked Halo Combat Evolved, so that's an esports game.
I'd put World of Warcraft for the second one, honestly.
Didn't you say Halo already got in though? Did you say
World of Warcraft was
it got into the
game.
It got into the other Hall of Fame, not the international.
Yeah. Halo. No, World of Warcraft is a. What's the?
Oh, it's already been inducted actually.
Not only that, but it's also an esports game. PvP.
Okay.
So let's see now.
Okay, wait. So if we're talking about esport games from 1990 to 1999, did we pick one or no?
If you picked Tetris, it was in there.
Well, did Tetris have an esports scene back then?
Are you kidding me? Tetris, my man. Tetris was played in the 1990 Nintendo World Championships.
Okay.
So Halo, I'm still stuck in 2000. Let me see what the YouTubers are saying. YouTubers, talk to me. What you guys got? SpongeBob the movie, Marvel vs. Capcom. Please stop. PN number 3, Mario Galaxy, Gran Turismo, good game. Forza, Marvel's
Forza was literally just a clone of Gran Turismo.
Hey, I like Forza, man. I
Shrek.
like Forza Horizon.
Shrek Super Slam.
No.
Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Strikers 1990, Mario Power Tennis. Oh my goodness, Double Dash, League of Legends. See, League of Legends is gonna be in the 2010 and up. That's that League of Legends is without question. That's already up there. That's like not a question right there.
Also, the weird thing is, though, if we're talking about MOBAs, even though League of Legends is the more influential and popular,
Dota should get it first.
Yeah,
You know
Dota
what I'm
has.
gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do?
No, well, not just because Dota came first with the original Dota, but also because if you compare Dota 2 to League of Legends, Dota 2 is just a more well-balanced game.
You know what we should do? I don't know if you guys want to waste your 2 slots for 2010 to 2017. Let's just pick Dota and League of Legends and let the ultimate battle begin.
Oh no. The ultimate battle.
Let the ultimate battle begin. And then let dudes know, yo, Dota and League of Legends have been nominated for the International Video Game Hall of Fame. Who will win? I think the Dota community will wash the League of Legends community hard.
Yeah, try for. Did you know? For the last Dota 2 International, the one that just happened?
Yeah.
Because they do like community fundraising with in-game items, right?
22 mil.
22 mil, and it doesn't go. They have a policy where the 22 mil doesn't go to the company of the team that owns like. It doesn't go to the owner of the team. It goes directly to the players.
Yeah, it goes directly to the players, yeah.
See, honestly, the biggest issue with this thing is, like, there's so many games in the 2000s that nobody could have played them all. So, like, there could be, like, a hidden gem that nobody knows about that's, like, better than every other game that was released at that time.
This is why I'm trying to keep it to esports, because the Hall of Fame is esports-centric. It's built off of Twin Galaxies. It's built off of the legends of the esports. That's why if you keep it in the esports, you narrow it down.
Problem is, a lot of the 2000s that esports stuff was shooters. So
yeah.
See,
he said, "See, Breath of the Wild." I'm gonna put League of Legends and Breath of the Wild.
I think it should
honestly,
be League of Legends
Breath
and
of
The
Wild,
Witcher.
Honestly, I think Breath of the Wild is just going to be inducted anyways because it's literally the highest rated video game of all time.
That's why. But I believe it's gonna get beat by League of Legends.
What if they just put them both in?
I think The Witcher deserves it more than Breath of the Wild.
What? Have you lost all of your marbles?
Yes, yeah, and try for. Keep in mind, I played Breath of the Wild for 180 hours on my Switch.
I'm on 300 hours now, and I played The Witcher last year with Red. Witcher is god tier. But you see, to me, you know why The Witcher doesn't hold out as much? You have to remember, lore, Lore is so important. And The Witcher,
it's based on Norse. It's based on Norse.
Its lore is godlike, but it doesn't have an original lore of its own. It's based on Norse mythology and whatnot, and it's borrowing from them. The series of the game. Zelda's lore is based on a lot of Egyptian and a lot of things or whatever. The game has a 3-decade history of its own. The game has its own Bible. Literally, game theory just
if we talk about the history, the lore, we have
the game has its own very
we have to talk about
timeline.
the lore in that game self-contained. We can't just talk about the entire franchise.
Whoa. Game Theory just released a video.
Yeah, and I didn't like it. I thought it was pretty poorly made.
It was poorly made, but the point of the video is right. They agree. Well, they don't know they're agreeing with me, but they are agreeing with me. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild retcons the entire timeline and is at the end of what's the name of this game? The Legend of Zelda Adventures of Link. They omit. They omit the cartoon and CDI. I add the CDI. But the point is, it's at the end of that timeline, and it retcons everything. Which I like.
Honestly, I'm sure. I don't think they're ever going to go before Breath of the Wild again. I'm pretty sure the timeline doesn't matter anymore.
No, it doesn't. Breath of the Wild was made so that they don't ever have to address this timeline thing anymore.
It's gone. The Zelda timeline doesn't exist anymore. That's just fact.
It's now legend. Breath of the
Well,
Wild.
I mean, because like literally the timeline is literally of the Kingdom of Hyrule and the adventures that go on in it. But the Kingdom of Hyrule doesn't exist anymore. The timeline's gone. It's over.
No, the Kingdom of Hyrule still exists.
The Kingdom of Hyrule doesn't, though. Just one person that was actually part of it exists.
The princess carries the blood of the king. She will have children. How do you think the kings keep coming around? They keep
Yeah,
coming.
but it's not, what I mean is like it's not the same kingdom by that point. It's like
The kingdoms always change as long as the bloodline remains true. It's like Link. Link is from the original bloodline of Skyward Sword. That like they all come from that Link. The Zeldas all come from the same Zeldas. All of the Ganons come from the Demise. Well, although there was only one, which was just Ganon himself. But like
there still is only one.
it's just Demise. No, I'm talking about the host. There was only one host for Demise, and that was Ganon. But it's been Demise the whole time. But that's because he's power and you can't destroy power. Courage and wisdom can fade over time and they need new hosts. So there's a new Zelda and there's a new Link. But I get your point. From this point forward, the legend now is based off of Breath of the Wild. And then Breath of the Wild is the anchored new foundation that tells you old ancient stories that no one will care about anymore.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like they even retconned the green color. Link probably will never wear green.
Green
ever
again.
So.
He'll be wearing a whole bunch of new stuff now. So
or just blue.
Yeah, just blue. So which is a part of the original Zelda because Link has actually in the original Zelda has worn blue before. Force Field Ring.
Oh, a lot of games are. Like there's Link to the Past. He wears multiple different colors, and then you've also got like
all the Zeldas wear different colors.
Because and then Link's Awakening DX, literally, there's a color dungeon that gives you like a blue tunic that allows you to have like more defense.
No, but in Zelda 1, the first Zelda game.
Oh, I know there is.
Force Field Ring was blue. The other Force Field Ring is red. So the next Zelda game, Link will probably be wearing red or some crap or whatever. But the point is, we get your point. But
well, even in Ocarina of Time, he's worn blue.
Try first.
Yeah, what's up?
This discussion just reminded me of something I wanted to ask you during your Breath of the Wild streams that I kept on forgetting to.
What's up?
What's your favorite, and when I say Zelda, I mean the character Zelda. What's your favorite incarnation of the character Zelda? Because for me personally, it's Skyward Sword. I think it's the best iteration of Zelda as a character.
The best iteration of Zelda for me?
I think Skyward Sword has the most personality and
Spirit Tracks Zelda, because she literally turns into a phantom and gets to hit things with a giant sword.
I like the Spirit Tracks Zelda because she actually does shit. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like she turns into a phantom and she actually is like useful to the storyline instead of I've been captured for 7 years. I don't care. Do something.
But we are all sitting here acting like Ocarina of Time, Sheikah Zelda didn't put in any work.
No, it did. I just enjoyed Skyward Sword the most. In fact,
she put in the most work of all the Zeldas. The only other Zelda that has not put Sheikah Zelda from Ocarina of Time is tied with the new Zelda in Breath of the Wild.
The new Zelda in Breath of the Wild didn't do anything.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I understand. I understand she held back Ganon for 100 years.
No. Because if you understood the lore, then you would understand the War of the Guardians. She was out on that battlefield with Link when Link. Final energy was spent and his knee buckled and the Guardians came. She was like, no! And she gave
to be fair,
business.
Though, Zelda from Ocarina of Time playing as Sheik really didn't do anything. She had all that ninja training and all she does is use it to appear for you for 5 seconds then jump off.
But in order to defeat Ganon at the end of the game, she called the power of the 8 sages to hold Ganon down while you stabbed him. So and then send you back to your time. Like
for me, Zelda in Breath of the Wild was just another coming of age story.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's what it got from me. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it.
Is Ocarina of Time Zelda did work at the end, but honestly, Spirit Tracks Zelda did 10 times the work she ever did.
I'm sorry, guys. The War of the Guardians is Nintendo.
Oh no, Breath of the Wild definitely takes number 1, but Spirit Tracks Zelda takes number 2 easy.
I'm sorry, B. I think first of all, I think Breath of the Wild Zelda is the sexiest of all the Zeldas.
No.
I'd beat that down.
No.
She's got a weird nose.
No. What? What is wrong with you people?
She's got a weird nose.
I think Breath of the Wild. hate to keep on bringing up the same game, but it's definitely Skyward Sword.
What? Oh, you would take Skyward Sword's flat Zelda ass over Breath of the Wild's twerking cheeks? You're crazy. What is wrong
But
with
that's
you
all it
people?
is. Cheat.
What do you mean? That's
That's
all
all
that
she.
matters.
That's all she is.
That's
Just cheat.
just cheat. I can't have this discussion
Oh,
anymore.
great.
We have clearly digressed from
The best,
picking-
no, guys, the best girl from The Legend of Zelda is Marin.
I'm sorry.
Marin's the best.
All right, well,
Anyways, let's get back on track, guys. Let's get back on track.
We've triggered
I have a
Triforce.
Triforce. I have a perfect picture for you. Wait, where is that?
We triggered.
Someone
we triggered him
says
so hard.
Breath of the Wild Zelda saved Link. Others did not save Link. That's not true.
Actually, if you really pay attention to lore, the actually Impa and is the one that saved Link in Breath of the Wild, not Zelda. So
Yeah, so. Well, no, from the Guardians were going to murk him. Zelda actually literally stopped
I mean, the
those-
Guardians. Well, but then it's a double-edged sword because the Guardians were going to murk her until Link
Yes.
got up and here's their
But
shit. So
the point is, when Link was done, she stopped those last 10 Guardians. And those Guardians, you know what makes me creeped out by the Guardians? The way they move. I can't wait till when this capture card gets here. Because when this capture card gets here, I swear to you, after I get all of these things, I'm gonna have an episode that I'm gonna tape called The Death of the Guardians. And I'm literally going to have 200 Guardian arrows. And when I go to Ganon's fortress, I am going to kill every single Guardian in that area. I will find the ones hiding from Link scared. No, please, and just slaughter them.
Well, I try. By the time you're done, a blood moon's gonna come and respawn them all.
No,
The blood moon rises once
I'm
again.
gonna go into that area, sit there, and wait till the blood moon comes. Cause the blood moon.
well, no,
the blood
that's
moon-
impossible because the blood moon only comes.
Triforce,
after
look
you
at
slay a certain
Community Hall,
amount
by
of
the way.
enemies.
Look at
What?
Community Hall.
The
Look
blood
at
moon only
Community Hall.
rises after you kill a certain amount of enemies, so
No.
you have to kill them for it to rise.
No. Blood moon actually comes every 7 days in the game.
No.
No,
Yes.
it's
No.
dependent. It's
I've done
dependent on the
so
amount
many
of enemies you
resets
kill.
for that one stupid shrine where you have to stand naked for the blood moon. It does not take 7 days. It's much.
No,
it's
you-
like random. It's
You know,
random.
it's based dependent on how many enemies you kill within like a 30-day period in game.
Well, guess what? There's not enough. What's the word for this? Guardians in Ganon's area to reset a blood moon. That's what I'm saying.
We're talking about 30 in-game days, right?
Well, no, but there's not enough guardians surrounding Ganon's castle to call
But-
for a blood moon.
No, but it still counts all the other enemies you killed before then. So by then
But
you could possibly kill them and still.
I will kill
get blood
as
moon.
many enemies as possible. And the minute the blood moon comes, I won't kill a single enemy. I'll just head to Ganon's place. So I'll have a fresh kill count, and I will slaughter all of them. Slaughter all of them. I'm telling you, I'm talking about. You guys don't understand. Like, you remember what Pauldron said? Link is a serial killer. You're gonna see a different. The thumbnail I'm gonna make, I'm gonna have Link's face. It's gonna be Ted Bundy's face with Link's hat as a thumbnail. B. And it's called the
Hey,
Legend.
Triforce, you know what's
Triforce,
sad?
you better use when you go into the thing though, like full decked out barbarian armor with like 20 savage Lionel swords.
What? No. What are you talking about?
Oh, what the
My
fuck?
man,
Why does it-
I'm going
nah.
in there with 200 ancient arrows. I'm earthing all of these fools. They're gonna
Speaking of that,
What
Triforce.
tunic are you gonna use? Are you gonna use the classic tunic?
My man, I am going in as you see Link with the black hood and the champions. Dude, I don't want them to say, I want the Guardians to say, who is that guy? That's Link. I want them to recognize. I want them to know. They need to understand who's doing this to them. I want the Guardians
Triforce.
to run.
What you
Wait,
said about
okay,
ancient arrows,
Triforce.
you know
One
what's
thing.
actually funny?
Okay, you do know what you get for doing all 120 shrines, right?
What?
Yeah, you get boy shorts that look really stupid.
Not that I will ever use any of that garbage, but
Okay, no, because it's the Zelda 1 tunic, right? And when you
I've
have
seen
it
it.
fully up, yeah. But let me just say what the set bonus is, right?
Okay, yeah.
When you fully upgrade it, right, and you have the set bonus, if you have the master sword, your beam does double damage, like the beam from the master sword.
Honestly, nobody ever really uses the beam.
No,
that
no,
much.
it's the beam when you get your master sword upgraded from the trial of the sword.
Yes,
the beam gets upgraded from that, and then on top of that, you get the Link's tunic, the tunic of the wild. Beam up, the beam becomes incredibly powerful.
But I
The
don't
only
care.
problem is not very many people use the beam in the first place.
All right.
So
Jarion says the blood moon happens a lot while you're in the castle, but the enemies don't respawn while you're in there. Is that true?
no,
That's not true.
enemies do respawn.
Okay. No, enemies do respawn, but do they respawn in the castle?
Yeah, if you kill them and a blood moon rises, they'll still pop up.
Okay. Well, it
By the
doesn't.
way, Triforce, what you said about ancient arrows, the stupidest bullshit when I played that game. My first Linil kill was completely by accident. I wanted to know what would happen if I shot it with an ancient arrow and it just
I did
disappeared.
the same.
And when you shot him,
I was so pissed. You got no items from it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
he just goes boop and he's just gone. He literally doesn't exist anymore.
But that's what you have to do when you're doing the trial. Of
Wait,
the sword
Genji.
for the final stage.
Genji says that is true. Genji says that is
I don't
true.
know. When I was playing through it, they like Blood Moon Rose. They still popped up.
Well,
Moblins and stuff respawned.
He said for the Wii View version, yes, they don't respawn in a while while you're in the castle.
Who the hell plays the Wii U?
Who the hell playing the Wii U version?
Hey. Some people couldn't get a Switch, remember? So they had to settle. So like, chill.
Technically, people
Wii U in for
by the time the Switch version came out, people on the Wii U had already beaten the game.
I've noticed this while I was playing. Oh, anyway, for what it's worth, let us finish this nomination and then we can go to a chill stream and talk about all this other stuff. So I got down League of Legends and the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for 2010 to 2017. For 2000 to 2009, I got Halo Combat Evolved, and I don't want to pick a fighting game, for honestly. Let's pick another game. What other genres were they out there?
There was a lot of fantasy games in the 2000s.
I'm selecting esports. So like competitively wise, 2000. What was out there? Major?
Well, then choose Modern Warfare. Honestly.
Oh no, what am I doing? I'm gonna pick StarCraft. Wait, wasn't StarCraft 1990 though?
StarCraft the original was 90s.
Damn.
It was 98.
Damn.
It's going to just put that Modern Warfare.
And StarCraft 2 was 2010.
Don't
So
want to do it. Just go and do it.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna put goddamn Call of Duty. Nah, I'd rather pick a fighting game. I can't pick two shooter games. Like that's just gonna be wrong, B. Like, come on, cause they have
you could put Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
But you can't put that and put Halo. That's what I'm saying. You gotta come on. We gotta be fair. We gotta give it diversity. There's another year.
Nah, you should definitely not you should cut out any games that have to do with esports or shooters. That'll limit it down to games that are just based solely on how good they were as a game.
But that's too many. I can't pick that.
No, if you cut out all shooters entirely, all shooters and all competitive games, we'll get a fair enough thing that we can sort through it quickly.
No. That's why we put in the esports part to shorten it. 2000 was ridiculous, B. There was too many god tier games in 2000. You had the 64, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, the Wii U, the Wii.
64 was not 2000 though. It was only 90s.
No, I'm sorry. You had the GameCube. That's what I meant to say. You had the GameCube. You had the PlayStation 3. You had the Wii. You had the
Xbox
360. Just those four consoles. Did Dreamcast come out on the turn of the century, or was it at the end of the 90s?
Dreamcast came out about the same time as the Nintendo 64, I believe.
Dreamcast came out in 1999, September 9th, 1999.
Okay, yeah. So Dreamcast doesn't count. They had 4 systems to pick from, B, and they were dropping some monster.
What about Soul Calibur 2 then?
As a fighting game, I can't.
Soul Calibur 2 came out in 2002.
I can't pick Soul Calibur 2 over Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, because Street Fighter 4 brought
what the fuck are you smoking?
Street Fighter 4 brought fighting game back to
it really did.
But Street Fighter 4 released in 2010, whereas
Oh,
Soul Calibur 2
no,
released in 2003 or something.
2009, 2009.
No, that was 2009.
2009,
Soul Calibur
2009.
2 is
Soul
dope.
Calibur, no, Street Fighter 4. Initial release date was April 27th, 2010.
But the
No.
impact the Street Fighter 4 had for the fighting game genre is what you gotta look at.
No, I went to Neo Battle in London to play. Oh no, that was the demo.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
2010.
it is
Nah,
Soul
2000.
bro.
Calibur 2.
Nah, bro.
Soul Calibur 2 released in 2002.
Yeah, get that
Dude,
wax.
Street Fighter 4 was 2009.
Yes, because
was
of GameStop
2010.
Nationals. No,
Yeah,
the
Super Street
GameStop
Fighter 4 was
Nationals.
2010. That's when I started playing.
Justin
'cause I
Wong.
remember.
Justin Wong won the Nationals, the GameStop Nationals in 2009 to beat
Okay,
Daigo.
no, you're right. Street Fighter. I was thinking of Super Street Fighter. Street Fighter 4 is 2008.
Street Fighter 4. Yes.
It's 2008.
So I'm gonna pick Combat Evolved, Street Fighter 4, and then in 2010 to 17, I'm picking League of Legends and Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's what I'm gonna pick. Next year we can once we get League of Legends out of the way, once Dota and League of Legends are gone, then we're gonna have a real comprehensive list to pick from. Because those games are too powerful, man.
Hey, try first.
Respect.
Try first. What?
Carl is tight. Carl is tight. I'm gonna say,
Try first.
yeah, hold on for a second. Hold on
about
for a
to
second.
flip
But Carl
Paul's
Paul
about to flip some bricks.
yeah, Pauldron, you can on your list when you vote. B, just pick Soul Calibur. I'm just saying, I'm not picking it.
I am.
Third Strike, nah.
Honestly, though, I would choose Dota over League of Legends
Over
personally.
League?
But,
Dota,
It's the more balanced game. It's the more balanced game.
and it's the original, so you know.
But League of Legends has a more impact on the scene.
Yeah, it does. I'm not denying it. I'm
I'm
just
just
saying.
saying-
I'm just saying. If we're just talking about the quality of the game,
does it really, though?
Dota 2 is
Because-
superior.
No, Dota is a
Wow.
superior game. Soul Calibur is a superior game.
Well, no, I mean, in terms of impact, Dota did have a bigger impact than League of Legends, because I don't think League of Legends would even exist if Dota didn't.
No,
So,
well, but
Well, he's
Dota
not-
would
he's not wrong.
That's
Dota,
actually not true.
Dota,
That's actually not
Dota
true.
would not
Dota
Dota would not have
exist.
existed without Warcraft, because that's where
Warcraft
they
3,
took the
yeah.
mod from there. So, which is funny. League of Legends is a mod of a mod from a mod. Well, no, a mod of a mod from an original game. So it's not like so I can't give Dota that many props.
Yeah, and try first. I laugh whenever people say Blizzard's copying League of Legends and Dota by making Heroes of the Storm, when League of Legends and Dota 2 copy Blizzard.
Yeah, they copied Blizzard. Yeah, exactly. That was like kind of like yeah.
honestly, I don't even understand how Valve got the rights to Dota in the first place.
Well, it was a mod. They didn't have any terms of service saying any
Yeah, they
mod you
did.
make is like
Wait a minute. Wait a
their
minute. First of
intellectual
all,
property.
I just want to put this out there. I played both Dota games. Why do people like that goddamn game so goddamn much?
It's
It's a bad-
much-
It's League of Legends, but
Yeah.
harder.
Okay,
It's
no,
not
it's not.
fun.
No, it's not. Okay, it's not fun because the barrier of entry is very
That game is not
hard.
fun.
No, it is a fun game. It's just the barrier of entry is.
It's
very
not a
hard
fun
to
game.
get
It's a competitive game.
Okay, fine.
The high level of the ceiling of entry for the competition is too hard. That's why people
Alright.
don't. That's why
Alright.
people.
I really feel like people only like it because it's super hard.
No,
Yes.
no. This,
That's a
okay,
good
listen.
reason.
The reason. No. Here, no. Let me just say something. Okay.
Alright.
Dota 2 does not have a single hero in the game that is regarded by the scene as non-viable. Every champion is viable because every champion can counter another, and any weakness a champion has can be shored up by the powerful item
What about
active
Teemo?
in the game.
Yes.
But I mean, what is fun about that game? I played the hell out of it. I tried to like it. What the hell is fun about that game?
See, you know,
It is unenjoyable to play. Like
I'll
the
tell you
only
something.
purpose to play it is to beat people who are better than you.
Let me tell you something, okay? What I find fun about Dota is the same thing I find fun about League. Not what I'm playing. What I find fun is the victory screen I get at the end of every screen. That is what I find
Okay,
fun.
I don't think anybody finds Meepo freaking viable.
Meepo is viable. He has
Meepo
counters.
is trash.
He has
Meepo is
counters.
literal trash.
Meepo's
But we're
hardest
still not talking about what makes this game enjoyable to play. You said you like the end. You like the end screen at the end.
Yeah. All MOBAs are built around that. The end screen at the end is what
I can Google the end scene.
And watch it on replay.
No,
right?
it's the saddest. Listen. There are League of Legends. I played almost daily for over 3 years, right? League of Legends got to a point where most games would just be kind of stale and generic and be the same game over and over again, right? But when I had a hard-fought, good game of League of Legends that lasted till 50 minutes, that had many hard-fought battles, and it wasn't just, oh, one guy rage quit and then they just 5v4'd us. It was a well-fought, like, hard-deserved win or loss. At the end of the game, I tell myself, that was a quality game of League of Legends. I enjoyed myself.
Yes, a quality game of League of Legends,
complex.
a quality game of Dota. But what is enjoyable about this game?
The satisfaction of beating somebody.
I mean, like,
Isn't that like
But the
every
game's
game?
not.
like-
But the journey is terrible.
it's basically like 30 minutes of mind games and like spacing and reading your.
Yeah, if we wanted to do
and
that, I
working
can
with
literally
your
just go
team.
become a politician.
I mean, you can play Risk. You can play What's it?
But, but you're controlling. But you're controlling a hero and casting spells. Like it's cool.
But
to look
it's
at.
not fun. That's what I'm saying. World of Warcraft is fun. League of Legends, as much as I don't like League of Legends is fun. Heroes of the Storm is hilarious.
So you just don't like Dota. Like that's the only.
I
I
MOBA you don't
tried
like?
to, but I couldn't find one single thing about it.
Pardon. Listen, I mean that. I mean this in the nicest way possible.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
That just sounds like a bad statement coming up.
Nothing you
One
do
of
with it.
casual players.
Say it.
All right. Hello?
Oh,
What are
wait,
you
hello?
saying?
My thing cut out. Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, it's fine now.
I walk past it.
My Discord died for a sec. Okay.
So
Like the next thumbnail to my video, my next video is not even gonna be about the video. It's gonna just say Dota's not fun.
That is not fun. But Storm Spirit though.
What did I just say? I said Dota's not.
But Storm Spirit though.
I will not be moved.
Uh-oh. Watch yourself.
oh jeez, you're killing him. Look what you've done.
I'm just saying. Somebody, please.
Or my-
You know what I feel like Paladin probably doesn't like? He probably gets. I think Paladin. I think you get annoyed subconsciously and you don't notice it about the turning radius that Dota 2 has.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, the only thing the turning radius means is that you can't kite as well with ranged kills. You have to be much more conscientious or whatever about your
The
positioning.
camera. The camera is way too zoomed in on your character too. That's the other thing I hate.
Well, do you play unlocked or locked on like League?
I tried it all. I just don't like the camera.
Okay.
Like nothing about that camera is redeemable to me.
Cause it's
Look,
trash.
Here's my thing. If you like, I guess if you solely are into it for the competitive aspect and the satisfaction of watching that end screen play when you beat your opponent, then I guess Dota's the game for you.
No, but okay. It's not just that though. Like the game is just well made. All the heroes are extremely unique from each other. Whereas in League of Legends, Aatrox is a shitty Xin Zhao, and you cannot contest me on that. Okay, Aatrox is a shitty version of Xin Zhao. There is not a.
You don't have to play him.
Doesn't matter, right?
That doesn't matter. You don't have a million champions.
listen.
You don't have to play him.
It doesn't. No, but that's not my point, right? The fact is, there are tons of champions in League of Legends who are just watered down versions of other ones, right? They're not unique in any way. They're just stat balls, right? There's not a single two champions in Dota 2 you can say are similar to each other. Each are extremely unique and have their own unique aspect they bring into any game composition.
Can I just say this though? Like saying a game is well made isn't specific enough. Is it look, is it well made for a MOBA? Yes. Is it fun? No.
It's just not fun for you though.
No!
It's a
Look,
fun
here's my thing. I thoroughly enjoy so many games in that genre, but why the hell is my objective ass not finding any enjoyment out of this game? I told you, I tried to love that game. I tried. I gave it everything. I don't understand why that game is not fun. I couldn't find a single thing about it that was enjoyable. Everything was just ass. I don't Like competitively, I get it.
Just so I could understand a little bit better, what are some things in the game you don't understand? Like, don't like, I mean.
All right, hold on, guys. Why don't we close this segment, and then we can come back and argue about this in another
Okay.
segment, a chill
All right,
part
okay.
segment.
All right.
So,
Sure.
Okay.
yeah. So everyone,
I was gone for 5 minutes. I came back and Pauldron was still yelling about how Dota 2 sucked.
I didn't say it sucked. I said it's not fun.
Is there a difference?
Oh, wow.
Yes, there's a difference.
Okay. So wait. Oh, Nintendo, Black Pauldron, more like Black Rage, pretty much.
Black Rage.
Yeah, we need to. Oh, we were $4 off from hitting 1,600. For
Somebody
the day.
donate $4 real quick,
Yeah,
please.
so someone donate $4 because I'm about to close out this segment. Look at my nice
You
shirt.
cannot donate $4.
Give us your money.
Or 10 people
Give me
donate
those
20
five.
cents.
10
Literally
people
just give us
donate
your money.
That's a
20
good
cents?
idea.
That doesn't get you
My
$4.
math might be a little off, but I don't
Your
give a
math
damn.
is off, way off.
Cat, donate.
But,
What?
what
Don't
the-
you dare put anything under my name.
Let me see something here.
I probably started donating like this
I have
Friday.
no clue what they're talking about. Oh, he's okay. All right.
I
So
told you to open up your bank account like 2 weeks ago.
I'm sorry. I'm doing it this Friday for sure, though.
Try first.
yes.
What other
You should have
game
had it
besides
open since you joined DMP.
what other game besides Smash Bros has successfully created its own unique genre?
It's just a fighting
Because
genre.
no, it's not like the other fighting
Yeah,
games.
it's
right?
a subgenre to fighting games
Yeah. So what
Uh,
other games have done that, like a similar thing?
that has done that.
Like, could you say Symphony of the Night did that, or
No, because Warcraft did that. From Warcraft
Yeah,
PvP, then created
Yeah.
To the
Yeah.
whole thing, which then from
Yeah,
Warcraft then created Dota, which was MOBA. So it went from one game to a PvP, then to a MOBA as a whole.
so Warcraft split into two things. Warcraft was refined as an
I don't know,
RTS.
what about,
It
like,
was an
StarCraft?
RTS, which then
What
turned
about Fire
into
Emblem?
which then
Ooh, I like Fire.
No, Fire Emblem is Fire Emblem is an action RTS. That's all it is. But Warcraft started as a RTS.
Yeah, but it's like the first. It was like the first action RTS.
No, believe it or not. Fire Emblem goes way back. So
It
I-
goes back to like what?
in the 90s. I'll have to get back to you on that.
No, not even 90s. I think it was like before that.
But see that if you're gonna say that Might and Magic for the Master System had the same thing, and I know Might and Magic came
What's
out.
Might and Magic?
Wow. Might and Magic's a D&D dungeon game that they made into an actual video game, and it was an RTS for the Master System. And that
Oh
came
yeah,
out
see, I never had the Master System.
that came out long before Fire Emblem. Nintendo then made I don't want to say Nintendo made Fire Emblem to counter it, but Fire Emblem came out as Nintendo's version of that. But these are things we could talk about in the next show. The next segment, we're gonna have a third segment, the chill segment, and then I can go grab something to eat because I'm starving. But I just want to make sure everybody here in the YouTube and everybody here in the Discord, so you guys all have your answers for your games and stuff like that. You need to make sure you put in your email, put in your name, and then you submit your reasons, and then check that box to make sure that you're not a robot, and then
You know what
send
I
these
just
things
noticed?
off. What's up?
They don't have any. Like they have like no submissions for like a best game console.
They don't do System Wars. See, because
Well, no,
not,
like no, like most critically acclaimed out of all of them. That's not like this. Oh, it's better because Xbox. I'm talking like.
But that's what's
the
going to
thing that had,
devolve.
like,
that's
the best
what's
sales
going
and
to turn
such.
into, though. It's going to turn into that. This is literally what it's going to turn into. So they just leave it to the games, because then when you leave it to the games, you're only judging the games, not the consoles. The consoles are irrelevant. The consoles has one job.
Well,
Spin-
then honestly, it's really the same with the games too, because people are like, "Oh, well, this game doesn't have as good graphics as this
No,
one, so
because
eat it."
guess what? When we had this voting, we never brought that up once. It was never.
I mean,
brought
I
up
guess so.
once. Stay tuned, folks. Yeah, Kisan. Oh, everybody here on the YouTube, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I just want to make sure that you all voted properly and that you all filled out the form. See down there, it says copy your response. A copy of your response will be emailed to you. Will be emailed to your address you provided. You click this thing here says I'm not a robot, and you submit. Never submit passwords through Google Forms. Good. So we have all of this, the 3 forms to put out. I'll put them in the room for you. Those who are new to the room right now, Let me do this right now. Let me get this for you.
Sign up for hashtag.
Yeah, make sure you sign up for hashtag, but also
Hang on, don't end the stream yet.
I won't.
Battle of the memes.
Yes. You guys aren't you a mod? Poldrin, you can put that in the room if you want. Well, actually, no. Hold on to that. Hold on to that, because we get.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah,
we're gonna do the next stream, and in the next stream you can push that in the next stream. We just want to get end into the stream. The second part of the stream kind of overdid it in the nominations, but yeah, those 3 links, guys, are the 3 different categories to Those are the 3 different categories to what's the word for this? Vote for. Please make sure that you vote for that, guys. It's really important. I want to try to get everybody who can all those make your nominations. Now we want to give some people up in here. People in EMP, who's that? Nintendo, $5. There's since nobody else will be will do it. Thank you, Nintendo. It got us on the 16 mark. We're at 21%. So guys, yeah, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back later on tonight. Also tomorrow, there's yet another stream. I'm gonna have some tournament videos coming out for you guys, and I'm gonna work on this. I'm not even gonna say because I'm just gonna jinx myself and then not do it. So I got some videos for you guys coming out tomorrow. The CTO from Hashiv will be back on for yet another stream. Thank you guys for joining us on this stream segment on and what were your nominations for the class of 2017 International Video Game Hall of Fame. We'll see you guys in 5 to 10 minutes. We will be right back.